Hey, everybody. Oh, wow. Bright lights. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. That one's interesting. I think I'm going to start off like this. I'm going to cover some of the news going on out here in Arizona. So, the protesters outside office of Arizona Attorney General cited for obstructing traffic. 9 people. Wow. 9 whole protesters were cited outside the office of the Attorney General Thursday morning. So that was kind of yesterday. While protesting restrictive voting laws, which means, now you got to prove who you are before you vote. Yeah, they don't like that shit. Fucking liberal bullshit. But you know what? We don't give a shit. Okay, so anyways, the police say the protesters blocked northbound traffic and the light rail, causing both to shut down for about half an hour. Wow. Dude, that's not cool, man. At 11:30, at least it wasn't like 9 o'clock, or fucking 8:30 when people were still trying to get to work. That'd be a total asshole move. But then again, they probably don't wake up until 10:30 anyways. 9 people were detained and cited for obstructing traffic before being released. Now, okay, folks, this is where the rubber meets the road. Check out this next part. Unite Here, which is one of the labor unions present during the protest, said they were protesting in front of Attorney General Mark Brnovich's office for what they say is his involvement in upholding restrictive voter laws and removing powers from the Democratic piece of shit Secretary of State Katie Hobbs. Yeah, that's right. That's how we roll in Arizona. You're not doing your fucking job. You're not upholding what the people want. You're going to get fucking kicked out. We're going to take away your powers. In fact, this Katie Hobbs is fucking gone this next go around. I fucking guarantee it. If we can't remove her before that. Fucking God, I hate that bitch. In particular, the group pointed out that the recent Supreme Court case that upheld controversial Arizona election laws, position defended by Brnovich, the 2 laws would disqualify votes cast in the wrong precinct and put an end to ballot collection. The new laws, according to Brnovich, the new laws would help prevent voter fraud. A hot topic. Yeah, pretty hot topic down here. Fair elections are the cornerstone of our republic, and they start with rational laws that protect both the right to vote and the accuracy of the results. Good for him. At least somebody's doing something finally. All right, let me say hello to everybody. I thought I would get that out of the way because when I read that, I was just like, well, it's about fucking time. Like seriously, I would like to get rid of all the Democrats in Arizona, and we are slowly. It is a slow process. We've got a lot of them out here. But what's up, Harvey Black? Daniel, good to see you, brother. 12B, hey, Cowabunga. Benjamin, good to see you. Garrett, Phoenix, hey, Jeremy. All right, cool, brother. Yeah, I'll drop the link here in a second. Hey, Vela, long time no see. Johnny Angel, what's up, brother? Moonchild, what's up, Tally? What's up, Jeff? Yeah, dude, but like seriously, to shut down the light rail, like that's fucked up, dude. Like, that thing runs on a fucking. I mean, well, buses run on a schedule too, but yeah, that's pretty fucked up, dude. Fuck them. You know what? They're lucky they didn't get arrested, but they were probably mostly peaceful. They weren't like firebombing the place. They were just out there with signs. There was 9 of them. Come on, what are 9 people gonna do out in front when you got fucking cops all over? It's like, hey, no, you can't do this because then we won't be able to get away with our cheating. Fucking assholes. What's up, Jim Bob? Virginia Roots, good to see you, honey. What's up, Blaine? Long time no see, my brother. All right, I think I'm caught up. Let me go ahead and drop this link. Oh, there's more news. Trust me, there's more news. That one caught my eye, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Dude, Arizona's tired of their fucking bullshit, man. We are tired of their bullshit. Plain and simple. Not going to tolerate it. Not no more. Not no more. God damn it. Fuck them all, dude. You know what? We'll run them out. And if we have to tar and feather them to get them out of here, we will. I don't give a shit. I'll bring the tar. And you know what? Fuck that. I got a lot more cat fur. I'll tar and cat fur them. And then they might get shot. What the fuck is that? I don't know. It looks like a bear. I can't tell. It's a bear human hybrid. Fuck it. Shoot it. That would be. Sorry. That would be funny, though. All right, Blaine. That's cool enough. I got to hang with you earlier. What's up, Best Life, man? That's cool. I saw you. What's up, Garrett? I saw you over in shit, not Terra. Jess's, over at Jess's stream. Yeah, I'd pop into those streams. I don't always fucking come in there and chat and mingle and everything. I was in there when you and Susanna were on there. Yeah, I lurk. Pitchfork and some tar. So, I hope everybody is having a great Friday night so far. Nah, Phoenix, I'm not smoking. Nah, I can't smoke. I gotta go get a fucking job. Fucking YouTube ain't paying me. Fucking, I don't make enough money on this. I gotta go back out and get a job. I can't expect my kids to pay the fucking rent. My kid to pay the rent. Yeah, I did see you. Best Life, you got a big ass beard. Oh, Smoking Matt, yeah. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I'm glad to see that our Attorney General is removing power from this piece of shit Secretary of State, who is a liberal piece of Karen. She's a liberal. She's a fucking Karen. She doesn't deserve to hold that fucking office, man. She's been one of the ones opposing the fucking audit and everything else going on. Our board of supervisors needs to be fucking removed by whatever means necessary. I don't want to go into detail, but when I say any means necessary, I think most people get a pretty general idea. Just got an AR-15 liberal at my house. Don't know better. Same thing. Don't want to get kicked out. Now, but the world should be on and just got an AR. You just got an AR-15, and you got a liberal at your house that don't know. Better not say anything. Don't want to get kicked out. Well, you know what? Maybe things will fucking change. You know, maybe she'll wake the fuck up. I mean, you see it. Doesn't happen every day, but you do see it. Yeah, I know it was you. What's up, Gia? What's up, James? All right. So I got a couple other good ones here. Move on. Yeah, this is what Arizona is doing. Let me click this one up. Arizona governor signs bill to stop critical race theory training in government. So our governor signed a bill Friday to prevent government employees in the state from being required to learn about critical race theory. Wow. So this prohibits the state and any local governments from requiring their employees to engage in orientation, training, or therapy that suggests an employee is inherently racist, sexist, or oppressive, whether consciously or unconsciously, according to a statement from the governor. When I took office, I vowed to use taxpayer dollars responsibly, and funding training on political commentary is not responsible spending. I am not going to waste public dollars on lessons that imply the superiority of any race and hinder free speech. Wow. Check that out, dude. Like, seriously, he is. And here, here's a tweet they just put up. When did he? I don't see the date on this one. Oh, this was today. Earlier. Proud to sign HB 2305 to protect parents' rights to transparency in their children's education. Every family has their own priorities for their children's education, and parents should get to weigh in. Which means that, yes, basically the parents are going to be able to come in and say, no, you're not fucking pulling that fucking critical race theory on my kids either, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
What's up, guys? How y'all
Sorry,
doing?
brother. Just getting through some headlines that
I know you're good. You're fine. You gotta
Kinda.
read the news, man. Read the news.
kind of feel good. You know, it's like, well, when Arizona turned blue, it's like, the fuck we did. You know what I mean?
I don't think that. I don't think so. Yeah.
No, we did not. Oh, although I did read something last night, because we got that liberal. Actually, it's that way. It's south, because that's north, that's south. But anyways, we got this liberal place called Tucson down south, and
yeah.
I guess they're trying to start a movement to go against our Arizona going into Second Amendment sanctuary.
Hey, Dan.
I don't think it's getting a lot of grass. It's not getting a lot of roots, though. It's not getting a lot of motivation behind it.
Dumbasses.
What's up, Bushido?
Cheeto.
Dude, is it true in Arizona that you're only allowed to drink blue Kool-Aid because your state is Democrat now?
Fuck you.
Blue raspberry Kool-Aid and Jello and everything has to be blue.
Now mine is golden. Mine is golden here.
Blue Corsica. There you go.
I forgot to turn a light on, so it looks like I'm in a fucking bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter, yeah.
Yeah, you got one of them multicolored lights.
It's the TV. It's like the only thing that's on, so I should have thought that one through. I got a cat on my lap, so I can't get up, you know.
Finished painting my wall in the dining room. Then I started doing the trim. Yeah. Well, the wall was done. I got to do the trim, and I got to get up to the top of the seal, and I got to find somebody that's got, you know,
long arm space.
Challenged like I am, you know.
Well, you know what else you could do is if you could get like a 2x8 or 2x10 plank. If you know anybody with, you know, and then set up a couple of step stools, just prop it up, and then you can.
Dude, I bought one of those scaffolding ladders, man. That's the best money I ever spent.
Yeah.
The ladders with the two joints in them, you know.
That's what I want to get, but them bitches are expensive.
Dude, I bought. Oh God, it was 2007. I think I bought one. Whenever I moved to after the bubble busted and I bought a house, one of the first things I bought was a scaffolding ladder because it had the high ceilings, you know.
Yeah, this one's.
And dude, for the dumbest shit, I use it. Like the weirdest shit. I've never used it on what I thought I was going to use it for, but I use it for everything else. You know what I mean?
Use it for everything else than what you bought it for. Yeah, I need that. I was going to make like a extra thing to put on the step stool, but I was like, no, I'll probably break my friggin' neck knowing my luck. So let's just do this the safe way.
I'll tell you, yeah, those ones that you're talking about that have the multiple joints in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put too much weight, like especially if you got it stand straight across. I would put a plank across it.
Oh my God! What'd you let this maniac in here for? In here,
I know, right? That's what I was. Oh, Zach, good to see you. Oh, fuck you. How you doing?
Dude, the fact that he's already laughing means he's just he has something typed up that he's just gonna shit on everybody.
Oh, yeah, he's getting ready to shit all over us. Jelly or something.
He's gonna hit the button. It's gonna be like, you are all gay.
Yeah, all y'all backwards motherfuckers. Y'all don't know nothing. I do know one thing. My buddy came over and he brought his little John boat. He was like, "Hey, let's go fishing in your lake." Fuck yeah, let's go fishing in the lake. He pulls up and we go down to the lake. We put the bitch in the lake. We start going out with a trolling motor, and then all you hear is and then lightning flashing.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Fuck that! Get the fuck out of here! I ain't sitting in the lake in an aluminum boat. Let's go. Get the fuck out!
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Adios. Yep. We're out of here.
Dude, if you ever get out there though, man, trolling motors are the way to go, man. Like
That's
you
what he
really
had.
experience like life with a trolling motor because they're so quiet, you know.
That's what he has. And see, my lake, you can't have any gas powered boats anyway. So yeah, but he's got a trolling motor on the back of that bitch. And
I miss. I used to live in Bonita, and there's like a lot of old school canals that are overrun with mangroves and stuff. And I used to go out on a Zodiac with a trolling motor. And dude, it's like going back to the fucking Cenozoic age. You know what I mean? like manatees are sticking their head up. I'd just feed them with bottles of water, like right from the side of the fucking boat and shit. Like it was crazy, man. I miss that shit.
I'm gonna get me a trolling motor and rig it to the back of my canoe like Tony had it before he passed away. He had like a fucking piece of board and something how we had it set up. The scrolls are still in there. All I got to do is just set it up, and then I can put me a trolling motor on my freaking canoe.
Hey, Jeremy, did you know that Zach's power wheelchair is called the trolling motor?
If that thing breaks down, he probably has to take it like to the little engine machine, like the lawnmower shop or whatever. He's like, I don't know, this motherfucker ain't working.
Dude,
Like,
you take it to the shop, and there's these little like Santa elves chained up in the corner that have to fix it because they're the only ones that know.
know how to make it. Yeah.
Dude, check this out, Bushido. Did you hear about this? You know that condo that collapsed down there in Florida?
Yeah.
They found a cat still alive after more than 2 weeks.
But everybody else they've been finding has passed away.
Dude, that's how I got my dog in Afghanistan, man. It was the only thing that survived.
Wow.
That was when Integrity got blown up. She was trapped in there for 3 days, man.
You had a paddle boat and put a trolling motor on it? That's what I'm talking about. That's lazy.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
That's
you know
lazy.
what's funny, man? It's when I was a minor, I got a what was it called? It wasn't vandalism, it was something else. I forget. So it was some like misdemeanor, like fucking around, like not vagrancy and not it was some charge, but like we stole paddle boats. But when I went to court, me and my friends, we insisted it was piracy, you know?
Piracy.
We were like, no, we were pirates. It wasn't like, God, what was
stealing it? Well,
we were like, no, it was piracy. We totally were taking over that lake and on paddle boats.
It's still theft.
You know, paddle boat and AR-15s. It's pretty decent fucking subterfuge.
Oh, I was like 14, man. Like,
So
actually, like, I mean, like, we had rifles and shit back then, but like, we wouldn't have taken it out to steal paddle boats. That was like, we didn't think like it was a different world back then. You know what I mean? Like, God, what the fuck is that charge, man? I'm trying to remember what it was. It was the dumbest sounding charge I ever heard. It sounded totally
injury to real property. I know I've had that charge and I had it dismissed. But that was like,
Hey, Dune Buggy. Well, happy.
I've never had a speeding ticket. I got a crystal clear record.
Hey, everybody, Dune Buggy. Dune Buggy. Their birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah. Criminal Mischief. The best life.
Wow,
yes.
One of the youngest people in the chat.
24. Wow. I wish I was 24 again.
Yeah, no doubt. When I still had a fucking
dude, that is like
shit. Damn, what would I do?
Like literally half my age. You know what though, man? I haven't been contracting for a little bit of time now, a year or two, but man, I miss being around 25-year-olds because it enhances my faith in the future and also destroys it. You know, like there's definitely two paths. There's a fork in the road for this new generation, and they either like
harder than this kid right here, and our generation, the next generation's fucked.
That's Dubs.
21 the August 4th. Garrett, really? Damn. I've been working in my restaurant longer than you've been alive.
Hey, what's up, North Shore?
That's awesome.
I was hanging out with your brother earlier over on Nikki's stream.
Dude, I'm kind of excited that like younger people are starting to get into this kind of shit, man. Not that we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. It's very important, man.
Mm-hmm. And we're not going to talk about anything worth a fuck on this entire fucking program, but the fact that they came here hoping to find something worth listening to is pretty enlightening.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, you got any questions for us?
Ask us.
Ask away, man. I'm almost 50. Bushido's damn near 50. Zach, he's like 22. But
he's 28 or 27 or 28. 28. I remember Zach.
To be fair, man, we should rate Zach in dog years because
Yeah, he's a computer genius, man. He's got us all blown away anyway. So yeah,
he
What's that
ages like
survival
operating
living?
systems. Like we got to say something like Zach's been around since Millennium or some shit. You know what I mean?
He's been around since computers were born.
He was born as soon as Rico was burned down.
He can read the Matrix. Let's put it like that. You know, the binary codes. He probably can do all that shit.
Yeah. So when he saw the Matrix, that's the first screen when the movie started, where all the binary showed up. He was like, well, "I don't need to watch the rest of it. I got it."
That's what Zach does. He can read all that. Actually, when that movie was coming, he was like, "Oh, this is boring," and I'm like, "You ain't even seen it." He's like, "I just read the whole thing right there."
What's up, Bioxo?
What's up, Yoxo?
We got Survival Living joining us in the chat.
Hey, Debbie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I haven't. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Did you get any rain, Debbie? I got a shitload of rain.
I don't know. We're talking. They were talking about rain. We were talking about rain this weekend, and we're getting a lot of wind right now. So
You need it, but the other day when that hurricane, it was tropical storm when it came through here, and the eye went right over my county, pretty much right over my house. But the damn dog was running out in that shit all damn. I mean, buckets was coming down to Flint's outside, just running around, rolling. And I got ponds in the backyard, and he's just through it, and you see water going on. And he's like, "Hey, let me come in." I'm like, "Oh, damn it."
Dude, I went to work, man. Like I really totally wasn't worried about it. But like, and you know, we got hit with it first, you know, like we were the landfall spot. The thing I was worried about is like where I work, it's way out in the Everglades on like 8 miles of dirt road. I wasn't worried about the storm. I was just worried about the flooding if I would have been able to get fucking home. You know?
Back and forth, right?
And man, I'm so glad, man. My wife, she's a pretty good negotiator. We had some trees that were looking pretty bad. We had 2 that were they started leaning. And
howdy, Cindy.
She was pretty on her feet, man. Like she bribed our crazy redneck neighbor with a case of beer, and he cut them down for us while I was sleeping because I work nights, you know. So like that was kind of cool.
How you doing, Cindy? Good to see us. Good to see you. I'm glad you found us. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I just got done putting the second coat on the dining room, and I started the trim, but I'm probably going to have to I bought one of those edgers. You know what I'm talking about, Ron? Fucking edgers where the metal flat ones that you stick and then you go through. Yeah, with that wall, the paint or whatever before that shit and everything, it's not level. You know what I'm saying? So when I used it, it was, I guess it had a bubble in the center of it. You know, so when I pulled it off, there was a big ass white, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, son of a bitch. So now I've got to go through again and just tape the damn trim, you know, the chair rail that goes in the center of the fucking wall. I got to tape that bitch and then do a gray across the top and then tape the wall and then do the white. I'm just going to fucking chunk that damn edger through the damn window. I don't even know why I bought it. Yeah, I got that done.
Not everybody has a wrench. Most people have wrenches here, but most people have been hanging out here for quite a while. So all I could say is hang out. Eventually you'll get one too.
You get the wrench.
Yeah, I got to be careful, man. We've had trolls come on here and literally show their ass.
Literally. And not that, and more.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
And more. They've showed the full Monty.
Yeah, they did. If you want to call that a Monty, it looked like a.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Zach. Yeah. What was that song?
Smaller than Zach.
Man.
Dude, with the color of Zach's shirt, when he first kicked on, I thought he was pulling a full Monty. It almost looks like he's naked with that shirt on.
Yeah, you wearing a skin suit, dude? Dudes ain't supposed to wear those. Oh man, I got screen paint. You know what I'm saying? And I just used it right here on the wall. See it right there, but
See,
just
I
for
knew he wasn't going to do it because if he was going to do that, he'd save it for the Ghost Prepper show, you know?
But yeah, I had fun with that green screen paint because I'm gonna reprime these walls and paint this green screen. But I just started fucking with that paint over there, so I started making palm trees.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Cindy, I know exactly what you mean about the purple fence. Yep.
I'm gonna paint my fence purple too. That means no.
Yeah, well, in Texas, I know for a fact it means do not no trespassing. I don't know if it's the same in every state, but Texas.
Here it is. In North Carolina, it is.
Is it? Okay.
What are you talking about?
They actually have a spray paint here in North Carolina. It's called Hunter No Trespassing Purple or Hunter Purple, to where you spray paint on your trees, man, to say no trespassing.
No shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to tell me about this because I'll spray paint my whole fucking side property. All these retards on fucking four-wheelers are always fucking chewing the place up.
Look it up, but yeah, in the state of North Carolina, the state of Arizona, where purple on your property line means no trespassing.
Okay, I'll Google it.
Same
but here's the thing.
Yep. Okay.
Like, if I didn't know that,
okay.
How is some illiterate, drunk, fucking redneck going to know that if I don't know that?
Well, if they're a hunter, they know that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to paint my whole freaking fence that purple. Because purple's my favorite color anyway. I painted my anoretic chairs purple. Don't trespass on my anoretic chairs.
What kind of chair?
Get out of that chair. That's mine.
Okay.
It's purple, bitch.
All right. So here's the first thing that popped up. The purple paint is the legal equivalent to a no trespassing sign. In 2018, Governor John Bel Edwards signed the purple paint law for Louisiana. Other states include Kansas, Arizona, Montana, Arkansas, Idaho, Florida, Maine, North Carolina, Missouri, and Illinois.
Yep. So
dude,
purple. If you see purple paint in the woods, you need to
get the fuck off that property and get outside of that purple paint. Yeah.
Yep.
Stay on the outside of the purple paint.
Dude, I'm so tired of these fucking illiterate people. They tear up the property on their four-wheelers, and I go over there and I'm like, why are you doing that? And they go, it's okay, I know the owner. And I'm like, well, fucking call him, you know? And I pull my phone.
Don't go in unannounced, dude. Just like me, I don't go anywhere unannounced. I don't just show up, well, maybe at my sister's house, but
I mean, they're like, I know the owner, and I'm standing here like, motherfucker, I am the owner. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, cool. I can't wait to hear that phone call, you know? But whatever. Here I am complaining about my own problems, and dude, you're probably worried about your state turning blue, so go ahead and talk about that. We don't need to hear about my problems.
Montana's orange. I hear you, Best Life. Well, see, out here they'll have an orange stripe too, or a reddish, maroonish color orange underneath the purple. They'll have both out here.
I'm so glad that I heard that.
Yeah, red and
that
blue.
is like such an easy solution to my problem. I just paint everything purple, and after that, when someone goes in there, I'm allowed to eat them, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, just don't do any remains. I mean, it's the same thing as I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw
it. Put a couple, human snares in there, and you get you good to go.
Hey, man, I've seen the movie Wrong Turn. I get it.
Yeah, get your can of potted meat and bait it up with a Playboy or a Hustler and potted meat.
I figure all you have to do is live in a credit as a Bigfoot hunter, and you can pretty much put any man trap up that you want and just say that you were trying to find a Bigfoot, right?
If you're liberal, you just bait it with like like Obama's book or Fauci's book or something like that. And they'll be
Or
like,
genetically
and they'll
modified
go
food.
and look at it and then snag up because they're not smart enough and be like, oh, I got caught. I'll get back around the tree.
Somebody help me out with this one. Since you're blasting on liberals, like, how come nothing natural like fucking oil or cattle or anything? You know, like everything they're saying everything has to be natural while they're trying to get rid of everything natural, but what they eat and they consider organic is genetically modified food that's fake. It's like, well, we're getting rid of everything real and replacing it with fake shit because we want to be natural.
Well, not only that, but
I don't understand that.
Not only that, but they're also trying to condition us to on soy. If you've noticed, a lot of shit has got soy in it. Almost everything now has got soy in it. Soy.
I don't buy anything with soy in it.
And then also, they're talking about hey, what's up, Nostrum? They're talking about trying like using mealworms and shit like that. And hey, Kristen, and it's crazy. But KFC, if you noticed, KFC has changed their name because technically it's not really chicken anymore. These chickens that they have at KFC, the reason why they're so big at KFC, the chickens are so big, is they're literally genetically modified. Their bones are so weak and brittle because they have so much weight on them that they just snap and break in half. These chickens, they don't even have beaks and legs. They're fed with tubes and shit, man. And that's what KFC. That's why KFC can't be Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, because technically it's not really chicken, it's genetically modified chicken.
Wow, that's nuts. I believe it though.
Yeah, they got rebranded under Trident or whatever.
Yep, Trident, I think it was.
Try
I think
something.
you're right. Yep.
KFC and Taco Bell and
Taco Bell's another one. Yep. If you're paying $1, that ain't real meat. I'm telling you that right now. You ain't getting a hamburger for $1. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. That ain't happening.
What's up, Spike?
Hey, you were talking about soy before. The Japanese have been using soy for like hundreds of years, right? And the trick with soy is you have to ferment it. If you ferment soy, it's totally palatable to your system.
Yep.
But we don't do that. And that's where all the estrogen stuff and all that other shit is taking place. It's really funny because once again, like how we ignored Chinese medicine. It's funny how our politicians will take money from China and do whatever they say, but we won't believe Chinese medicine. Not at all. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't get paid from it, you don't believe in it. But yeah, they should really take a lesson from the Japanese with soy because they know how to employ it and they know how to make it beneficial to the body. But what we're doing is this big mass scale moneymaker bullshit. And they just like fucking digital televisions, like they make laws to make people use it and then they make money. It's stupid. There's another thing, like the jab is another example of that. They're just making situations where you have to have it. It's fucking stupid. Like they just made 30% of our farmland go fallow by mandate. And now they're saying we don't have enough farmland, so we have to get rid of the cattle. Like they created the situation that they needed to make a solution for. You know what I mean?
And you're absolutely right, maybe that the cicadas, they are starting to, the government, I even seen a news briefing or some shit. This chick was talking about, and she's government person, official person, talking about us eating cicadas and having.
I saw that too.
Yeah, eating cicadas. I mean.
Yeah, she's like, hey, it's a bug. No, it was on I saw it on a news clip. And she's like, oh, yeah.
I would eat a cicada before I would drink roach milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Arizona infidel, dude.
What the hell is roach milk?
That fucking bitch right there, that Katie Hobbs, dude, she is this fucking close to being fucking kicked out of office, dude. Maybe even thrown out, or maybe even arrested. Hang
on, man.
God damn, I hate her.
I'm trying to get past this roach milk thing.
Dude, that's how much I cannot stand this liberal shithead. This fucking cunt thinks she owns the fucking state. Yet our attorney general came out and fucking said, no, you know what he's doing? He's removing her powers because he has the power to do it. So,
Dude, wait, what is roach milk? I don't want to. Let's circle back on roach milk real quick.
Roach milk.
That was from a few years ago, like
good to see you.
China or somewhere. They were talking about.
Pretty soon she's not gonna have any privilege. Yeah.
I'd like to know, Bug Dude, how you milk a roach.
You know what? It's not just Katie. It's the whole board of supervisors, dude. Every single one of those motherfuckers need to be removed permanently.
Roach milk?
I would say from the state. You know what? You don't even belong here. You're not even welcome in Tucson, even though they're trying to go against our fucking Second Amendment sanctuary.
Dude, Roach Milk would be an awesome punk rock band.
Wait a minute. Roach milk is made by influenza roaches. What?
That was from a few. Y'all don't remember that? That was from like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago over in China or somewhere. They were talking about roach milk and like it was the next thing. And I'm like, I am never fucking drinking or eating.
Yeah, come on up here on the panel, brother, and let's discuss the beneficial reasons behind the roach milk.
Well, they're coming up. Have y'all ever, back when y'all were talking about soy, have y'all ever driven by a soy field? We have them here in
North Carolina. They're all over in North Carolina.
Oh, they smell horrible.
Yep, they're all over North Carolina.
God, the soy fields stink so bad.
Well, where I'm at, there's fucking shitloads of soy and corn.
We got a lot of cotton around here.
Well, I've got cotton down here too.
We passed some cornfields the other day.
We used to have tobacco, but a couple of years ago, the government started paying the farmers even more money not to grow tobacco.
Yeah, well, we've been doing that since the 70s, man. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, in the Depression was the first time they did that because everyone, it was like what happened this time. Like people were losing employment. They were losing everything. But the price of food was at an all-time low because the demand was down because everyone was poor. And the government wanted to tax the food and get rich off of it. So they paid the farmers to stop farming so the food prices would go up so they could get money off of the taxes when people bought it. So all those people that starved in the Depression, my grandparents were talking about it. Everybody who's old as fuck, we just talked about all the 20-year-olds out there. But for all these fucking old people, whenever your grandparents were talking about how they were starving in the Depression, it's because the government paid farmers not to farm so that they would get more money off of taxes. That's fucking nuts, man. When I found that out, I was just like, holy shit. I have no allegiance anymore,
the older I get and the more I hear about the shit our government has done, the more it just pisses me off.
You getting a storm now? You getting some rain, brother?
It's lightning. No rain yet, but we're getting high winds. You can smell it in the air.
Nice.
Yeah, you can smell it here.
Here probably in the next couple hours, I'll probably hear the pitter patter of rain on my awning.
We had some earlier.
I have a tin roof, so when it rains, it fucking sounds amazing and puts your ass to sleep quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Quickly.
And not to mention, if you don't have good insulation, all you can hear is the rain pouring.
Yeah, the ting, 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 ting. Oh, man, it's great.
I worked at a shingle plant, and we replaced our roof with metal.
Yeah, it's wonderful. North Shore, you got me to go smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back.
I cannot keep up with chat.
Definitely Nostradamus. We need it bad. When I say bad, I mean bad. Dude, we're freaking facing the worst drought we've ever seen in 40 or 50 years. Yeah.
Dang, I should have done my name as Dangerous Freedom Afternoon. That was my faux name. I did hangry. I'm starving.
So eat something. Don't you have snacks?
I can't eat snacks. I just ate a cheese stick. I'm on a diet.
I got you.
I started doing a little side gig. I'm delivering pizzas.
That's some money though, if you're in the right place.
My best friend that bought me my bow and bought me the little carving by the naked chainsaw guy, her son just opened up a Domino's in our town, and I was like, I'll deliver pizzas for you. I know it's gonna be crazy busy at first because there's nowhere else to get pizza around here.
Right on.
So I had my first full night of delivering pizzas. So I went to my job at 7:30 this morning and just got home right when I signed on here.
How'd you do on tips?
I got about $37. There was like 5 or 6 of us driving. Got about $37 and like $12.50 on mileage.
What state are you in?
Alabama. I had like 3 or 4 people that didn't tip. That was a pisser.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause-
It's fun. I mean, otherwise I'd just come home from work and sit on the couch. So at least it's something to do. And
Yeah,
everybody is so dang happy when you drive up with that pizza.
well, I'll tell you what, like down here, I know that the drivers, not only do they get paid hourly, now granted it's only like $5 or something like that. It's nothing major. But they also the pizza company includes in an automatic charge of like $2, $2.50 or something like that. And then whatever you make on top of that goes directly into your wallet. So
Yeah, they add on a delivery fee, but I think that's what they use to pay our mileage. Pay us mileage. So, but yeah, man, golly, we sold. Oh shit, I forgot how many pizzas they sold. They told us that place was nonstop all day long.
wow.
Everybody was.
If it's the only pizza, dude, if it's the only pizza place around, you're gonna get a lot of fucking business.
Who is? Do I know you, Guardsman?
Nah, it's Blaine. You may have seen him.
Okay, that threw me because my husband's name is Eric, and he wrote Christine Eric right there, and it just kind of like really.
Nah, he's talking about Eric Johnson.
Okay.
You used to sell pot when delivering pizzas.
Well, that's why
Right on,
our
read it
old
now.
Domino's
Yeah.
down the highway
That
got
right
shut
there
down
is
because they were
Fuck
dealing
you.
drugs out of
Who's
it.
gonna do what cop is gonna pull over a pizza driver? Be
And
like,
our Steak
"Dude,
and
I'm on the
Shake.
clock, man. What are
And
you
our
doing?
crystals.
If I'm
We
more
had
than a half hour late, then this guy gets his pizza for free. We can't have you assholes out here fucking up our shit.
We've had
That's
several
a really good
restaurants
one.
around here get shut down for dealing drugs out of them.
Yeah, see, well, that was maybe nowadays, but back in the day, I used to be manager of a drive-through, and yeah,
Well, they had, I can't remember which one it was. They had a special order. And
yeah.
if you said you wanted the whatever
well,
meal.
for me, what it was is like the whole crew that worked with me, the entire crew was all on board with the same scheme, and so I would just have my friends fucking call me before they came down, and then I'd be like, okay, just ask for what do you want? All right, and then I'd say, all right, ask for a large water with no ice, or a cup of water with no only ice, or something like that, and we would just throw it in there, and that's how we would do it. And yeah, pretty crafty.
I used to work for a company that sold liberal votes, but the company got bought out by Arizona and they shut us down.
Fuck you. Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
And ladies, my apologies.
Hi. Yeah. It's all right. You can call me dude, whatever, guys. I don't care. I won't get offended.
What's up, man?
No one has their sleeves on the shoulder. Emotion is really thin. Any snowflakes up in here? Nothing like that.
No. You're
Not
free
me.
to say whatever you want here.
No, man, I'm just picking with everybody, brother. That's all. I didn't know better, man. I sit there and I slowly stalk your channel like every night when I'm half asleep.
Man, there ain't no fucking. No, we don't put up with that shit around here.
No, I'm just breaking the ice, man. That's all.
Yeah, man. You at work or what? Just getting off work?
No, man. I actually had a few beers tonight.
Oh, right on. Enjoy that.
2 years. 2 years I quit drinking, and well, no, wait, not 2 years. 2.5 years. 1.5 years. 1.5 years. Yeah. And I had a couple of beers tonight, just because I wanted to have a beer. So, yeah, good time.
Yeah.
I haven't
You know
drank
what, beer,
anything
dude, you know how college frats are, dude. Beer is food.
I used to beat up college frats, but okay. We'll go. I'm drinking coffee right now.
I just made fun of them. Fucking idiots.
I actually have to stop drinking coffee because I just drank like 3 of them in a row.
Oh, that's all right. Just go right to sleep. It happens to the best of us.
I go to sleep on coffee. That's Kim.
Yeah, coffee. I can go to bed on.
I can drink coffee all day long. It doesn't
That's
even
what I
bother
do.
me.
That's all I drink. My all I drink is coffee, water, and juice. Oh, yeah.
Coffee, water, and juice.
That's what I drink.
Yeah, stay away from the monsters. That's what I'm hooked on. Not a
I
good
don't
thing.
drink that stuff. Yeah, I don't drink
Yeah,
it.
when you crash on those, it's
I don't
not
drink
good.
soda. I don't drink energy drinks.
Well, what I do,
Yeah.
I work 12 hours and I have to drive for an hour to get home. So 3 hours before I get off work, I drink like a Monster or something. And then by the time it's wearing off, I'm driving home. And then right at the time that I get home, at about the 4th hour, I can get home, do my shit, brush my teeth and all that fucking crap, and like eat something or whatever. And then I can just lay down and I'm out, you know. I get about 4 hours on one of those, you know.
I don't think I've ever drank one of those.
I can't stand the taste of them. The
Don't
ginseng.
start. They're very addictive. They are very addictive.
I'll just
I
stick with
used
my
to be
coffee.
addicted- I used to be addicted to Jaeger bombs, which is Jägermeister and Red Bull.
God.
And those things will fucking. And then when you mix them with Bud Light with me, you black out, and you black out. So you drink all night long, and then the next morning you're
Yeah.
like, "Dude, what the fuck was wrong with you?" And you're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, what?
Dude, there's
Y'all
nothing worse, man.
Y'all remember the Four Locos?
Yeah.
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 The original one.
They banned those down here in Arizona.
We
Yeah,
don't have them. I mean, I could drink like one of those and be like on the table dancing and shit. I mean, just be like, woo.
Yeah.
We had one Halloween party. I drank 4 of them and I was freaking gone out of my mind.
Y'all some bitches. Drink.
But dude, Jeremy, like from being in bars, working kind of late and then going to the bar, like, man, I'll have a couple beers before I go home, you know. Dude, people that are drunk on fucking Jaeger bombs, it's like they're
Sorry, guys.
drunk,
I got
but they don't
knocked out.
know it because they're so fucking hopped up on the
Just
caffeine
so
and
hopped
shit.
up on the energy drink. But see, the thing is when that energy drink wears off, that alcohol goes boy out, and you're like, woo.
Back in the day, as my train riding experience when I was a hobo, we used to have sidewalk slams. Back before the big energy drink alcohol beverages came out, we used to have Tilt. So we'd take Tilt and mix with a 40 Cobra. All right, drink down to the label, pour the Tilt in, and it's called a sidewalk slam. You're all good and ready to rock and roll until it hits you. And then here comes the sidewalk. So yeah, we call them sidewalk slams, man. And then Four Loko came out, and Juice was another one. Juice was the big thing on the train rider circuit. Yeah, everybody amped up, ready to rage, and then finally it just clicks, and boom, you're done.
Now these bitches are drinking White Claw.
Yeah, we
I have not even tried that yet. I don't know what it is. I thought it was an energy drink.
It's seltzer. It's like
down here in Arizona. We actually they put a ban out on those Four Locos. I don't know if it's still upholding or what.
Yeah.
But I have not seen them on the shelves since. Because, like you said, they're an alcoholic energy drink, so people were chugging the fucking shit out of them and getting totally fucked up and driving the wrong way down the fucking freeway and shit.
That wasn't me.
getting all fucked up.
Now they changed them here.
No,
They
you
did
know,
something different to them, and you can still get them. And
Changed
then
them.
now I haven't seen
you
them
know,
in
it's
years.
sad, dude. But they
They tweaked them
catch
and
a
they
lot of wrong way drivers down here. A lot of them, dude. Some of them end up killing people. Sometimes they can't catch them in time. Yeah, but like how? God, you got to be
For the
so
night-
fucked up to not know how to get onto a fucking freeway.
I
That's
see
sad.
Jack over there laughing like crazy right now.
Fucked up.
So the time that I had the 4 of them was at a Halloween party, and I had this really cool witch outfit, and it was strapless, and the one girl kept falling out of it like all night long. So there's like no pictures of me, and it was at this place we'd never been, and my uncle was there, and he had to be on the girl duty all night. I'm like, and he's like, this is really, really awkward. But he'd just point at me, and I'd have to back my thing up. It was terrible.
Were your tits showing?
Yeah, just the right one kept popping out.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. You didn't have duct tape on your lighter?
Titties.
I had to fix everything. I mean, really?
I heard tits.
I'm just picking.
That was before my
check this.
prepping days.
Check this one out, man. This is my
I had to do that one.
big lighter holder. Hold on. Let's see here.
Let me see your big one.
So like all the pictures of us
This
had
one,
to have like
this one
little
is my Jussie
things over
Smollett
me
special.
to kind of pixelate it out.
This is my Jussie Smollett special. Big lighter holder.
You sure that's not a Bubba Watson?
Yeah,
the
the NASCAR driver, his
Yeah,
garage.
Bubba.
pool.
The pull from the garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bubba
I just
Watson.
gotta ask, Dangerous. Each state's different, but how many knots is on there? Please don't say 13.
Let's see.
Please don't say 13.
Yeah,
You got 11, right? 11.
7, 8, 9. Only 9.
Nine.
There you go. You're
So
perfectly.
I'm not racist.
You're good.
I'm not racist.
No, it has nothing to do with racism. All right, that is a regular slip knot. It has an additional set of noose, and it's designed to, yes, break a neck. I get that, but it wasn't designed as racism. That was actually used many years prior to any type of slavery or anything else. Unfortunately, the little dipshit KK dumbasses
Mhm.
started being, oh, well, you're this color. Man, you know what? I had one try to recruit me when I was 16 years old. I beat his ass. I judge a man by his fruits of his labor.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's not correct to judge a man, but I look at a man and what he's worth. If you're working hard, I'm going to treat you on what you're worth. I don't care what color you are, what race, or what religion you are. I judge you by your worth ethic. I could be wrong on that, but that's how I look at it. But these guys come rolling up, talking this smack. I'm like, ha, you picked the wrong guy. At 16 years old, but I was raised in the mountains of North Carolina. All right, where's a bunch of old country bumpkins out there? All right, you're going to come to the bathroom and say, hey, man, why are you talking to me in the men's bathroom? Not cool. You already got a strike on you, man.
Men don't do that.
You know what's crazy
No.
though?
You got something?
If you think about it, man, what's crazy is back in the day. Now this is a far-fetched story, and you may not believe this, but back in the day when the Democrat Party didn't get their way, they had a group of people that wore masks and set shit on fire. How's that for crazy?
Imagine that.
Yeah. Wow. Man, when was the last time we saw anything like that happen?
Zach,
Oh,
you got something to say?
I don't know,
last
man.
year.
Probably
This year?
forever. That's never happened. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
There we go. I got
Hey,
it.
have you guys and ladies, my apologies, have y'all seen any of the Angry American novels? They also have it on audiobook.
Yeah. The audiobooks are pretty good too.
Yeah, I listen to the audiobooks all the time, and that's actually where I stole the phrase "whack 'em." Okay, it actually bleeds into the Al Gore "Got No Rhythm," and you can use that here on YouTube for when you want to talk about something serious. But yeah, you guys have got to listen to those things, or at least read the books. They're awesome.
That guy, Angry American dude, we had a little meetup down here about maybe 2 years ago, and there was a guy that somehow knew him, and the guy almost came to my house, but it didn't happen. It would have been cool if he did. This story would have been a lot cooler if he did, but that's the only story I got. You know?
Well, yeah, you got that close, and that's actually pretty cool. I mean, I would like to meet him. I'm gonna try to get old Dave Canterbury to sign my.
Dude, I think we broke Zach.
When I go
I
up
think
there.
we broke Zach, man.
Well, I thought he had something to say, so I kept pointing over at him. And then he just kept tickling.
Okay,
He laughed.
he's good.
He laughs
Hit
so
the
hard
fucking
he fell
button.
off his
Quick,
chair.
Zach. Do it now. You got something to say.
Ah,
Quick,
go ahead.
everybody shut the fuck up.
Zach,
Do it.
go ahead.
Do it.
Go ahead. Hit the button, brother.
Maybe after this huge project, I'll get drunk for you guys.
Zach's gonna go downstairs, have donuts in the neighbor's yard, then bend a biscuit on his freaking porch.
I want to make sure I'm here for that.
Butter them.
I'm still trying to figure out what is Ben the Biscuit. I don't know what that one is. That's new to me.
I thought,
Dude, Zach will
they said
Zach will
butter.
get drunk and then like he'll hit the button and it'll just be like, I like Diet Pepsi.
Yep.
Like, dude, we're talking about fucking global warfare with China and he's talking about Diet Pepsi. What the fuck's going on?
Wait, what's wrong with China?
Yeah, we gotta watch what we say about China. They're about to be in charge here pretty soon. Like,
Yeah, right.
they're gonna
Some
scrub
scary
all these
shit,
internet
man.
files and figure out who's.
I'm gonna have to learn a new language. I took Spanish in high school. I know Yo no tengo dinero, agua, and policia. That's
I
it.
know.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
we're
know,
gonna have to become Mexicans, man.
I
can
know.
order
So
a
now,
plain
now I gotta
cheeseburger
learn
every day.
Mandarin and tangerine and everything else. I don't know.
Well, I know in
That
Spanish,
was wrong.
press
I know that was
9,
wrong.
Marque nueve. Because when you call the thing and they're like, for English, press 9, and it's like Espanol, press 9, Marque nueve. So I know, like, okay, Espanol is Spanish, so Marque and then nueve is 9, so Marque must be press. So Marque nueve. So now I just go around work going,
I just don't go to Mexico.
acting like I'm smart.
That's
You
pretty
don't
pretty
have
I
good
had a lot of
there,
fun in
Jeremy.
Mexico. I did until the police beat
Dude,
me up.
I used to go to Tijuana on the regular back in the day, man.
I've been to Chihuahua.
I had a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua is
actually,
really a
a
lovely
really
place.
nice place, man. Oaxaca is actually beautiful. That fucking cartel is all over Oaxaca now, man. But like 20 years ago, Oaxaca was fucking beautiful.
It was about 20 something years ago when I went. 99. Going through Juarez is pretty scary though.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, we
man,
had,
I'll tell you what. Like 2016, maybe. I went to that fucking base in Texas before I went to Afghanistan on this Flightline gig, and they were like, "Whatever you do, don't go to Juarez because it's right on the other side of the border." And I just
Yeah,
looked around at everybody and I was like, "So when are we going to Juarez?" You know? Like,
That shit was scary. Like we went, like you would get to a checkpoint and there were literally people walk up to your car with fucking giant guns and stuff, checking your shit out. They stole my knife at the border, pissed me off.
I was a train rider, and I went down to Mexico. I was in Acuna, Mexico, south of Del Rio, Texas. And the train line does not go into Mexico, so I jumped off Del Rio, went to Mexico. I got picked up by the Mexican police there. That was 2008. They robbed me, threw me in a dirt cell for 3 days. Kept coming with a telephone. Call your family, pay fine. Yeah, my family's broke. So they released me, dumped me on the border, and they brought me in, had to fill a report and everything. Gave me flip-flops because I had nothing. All my gear, my boots, everything was gone. So I come back. That's when I started riding freight. But yeah, Juarez. I've been at Juarez when they start burning the tires because they're jumping the fence line to jump on the train. It stops right there at the big bridge next to the Jesus Saves Mission. The line's right there, like maybe 50 yards, and that's the border. So when you jump that train going to Yuma, Arizona, Border Patrol stops that train 3 times, and they are running heat sensors. They're going boxcar to boxcar. You're hiding in the grainers trying to get through. Yeah, Juarez is a rough place. It really is. And that
One
was
of my dad's
2002.
coworkers got kidnapped in can't remember what part of Mexico it was. They like kidnapped him and held him for ransom. I'm
Was
assuming
it a
somebody
Zeta
paid for him to
cartel?
get out.
Was it the Zeta cartel? They're the ones that run on the Cunha del Rio area.
I have no idea. He told me about that so long ago. I don't even remember the details of it.
Y'all
That's
motherfuckers.
what they asked me about, but it was Mexican. It was the Mexican police that actually messed me up, and my dumb drunk ass decided to try to fight him. That didn't turn out so well. I got my butt kicked. Yeah, not
Yeah.
good.
Well, you gotta make choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were wrong
Don't give you
choices.
enough
I thought I was
time.
Rambo,
Really think
and I
through.
wasn't. I got beat up by 12-year-olds. Yeah, I was in El Cunha, Mexico, and I bought some groceries because I was fixing to travel on foot to Lake Amistad, and a whole group come rolling up, and I didn't see the one from the back with a brick right in the back of the head. So when they got me on the ground, they took my 9 out of my back, and they beat the shit out of me with bricks. So yeah, I got beat up by a group of 12-year-olds. How many grown men has a
Yeah, but
story
what are
like
you
that? I
supposed to
got
do
beat up
against
by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
12-year-old though? Because then you're the asshole that beat up a kid.
Well, they come from
Shit.
behind with a
Whatever
brick, and
happens,
that's what
happens
laid
out
me
there,
out.
man.
That's what laid me out was that brick. And yeah, when I come through, my wallet was still in my boot, but my gun was gone. They already took that.
We were very lucky we didn't have anything happen to us at all while we were down there. And we were down there a month and a half, I think, staying with some friends of ours in Chihuahua.
Well,
Now, I didn't
was
like
on the
seeing the little
run at the
toddlers come
time.
out begging for money. That was sad.
Yeah, I wasn't touristing and taking a vacation spot. I was on the run at the time. I was a bad guy there for a while. I went to Mexico where everyone was looking for me in the mountains. Dumbasses.
Well, I'm glad that worked out well for you.
Yeah, it really did. Almost 4 years. It didn't work out so well. I should have just went ahead and did my time and done.
Good damn story though.
I learned a lot. I did learn a lot. I got to put a lot of survival skills in use. I got to read "Don't Trust 12-Year-Olds," especially when they got a brick.
Yeah.
When the police come up, run like hell.
I mean, I could probably get beat up by some 5-year-olds. So.
Well, you know, in depraved areas, man, the lower the level of civilization, the lower the age of participation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, they ain't got no choice, really.
And
No, I don't blame them one bit. I do not blame them.
They don't join up. They just gonna get killed or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't blame them one bit. I was an easy target, not paying attention, and that was it.
Well, in other countries, what they really take advantage of is our civility, because we see children and we just assume that they wouldn't do that, but they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Like, part of the weapon system is that you don't expect it from a young person. Like if a grown ass group of dudes came up to you, you would already be like on the defense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had 2 bags of groceries. I had both handfuls full of groceries walking back to my motel, and I was going to pack my gear. I was going to walk to Rio Grande to Lake Amistad, and I saw them, didn't pay no attention. My hands were full. Done deal. That quick, the situation awareness was not there, and yeah, that was it.
So you're talking about your hands being full. I recently got me a new holster. I'm excited about it. But like, I'm right-handed and I shoot all my long guns left-handed and my bows and everything. But like when I shoot my pistol, I can shoot it kind of either way. So I ended up getting a left-handed holster because I figure me being right-handed, if I'm carrying shit, I'm going to have it all in my right hand. And if somebody comes up to me, I'll at least have probably my left hand free or less stuff in my left hand.
Yeah.
That was kind of my because people were like, why'd you get a left-handed one? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of, when I think about it, I feel like it being over here, even though it probably shouldn't be. I don't know.
I'll put in my 2 cents, and hopefully everybody else will put in their 2 cents here. Personally, I don't see nothing wrong with being ambidextrous with your firearm. I was born left-handed, so everything was left-handed for me as a child. My father was real big, so I was going to, I work with my hands. Everything is catered to right-handed people: firearms, tools, the ejection shell. So I learned to do both. So actually having that option where you can use the left hand and actually throw up your target or assailant, me personally, I think it's a good idea. As long as you can function proficiently with it, I don't see a problem with that at all. I think it's actually a step up with your preparedness level.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm ambidextrous, where however I learned how to do something was the hand I did it with. Like I write with my left hand, but I throw a baseball with my right hand. Like however I was taught something is how I do it. But with guns, how it changes is I am 100% right eye dominant. So like I can't shoot with my hand can shoot with my left hand. I'm actually a better shot with a pistol with my left hand than my right hand, but I'm so right eye dominant that like my time for follow-up shots and stuff is so gimped that I'm almost useless shooting with my left hand. Now, if it's just one shot, yeah, I'm actually a better shot with my left hand because my right hand has worse trigger habits than my left hand does, which you'd think that would apply to both, but it doesn't. It's weird. But
You got a point there.
I'm extremely right eye dominant, so like I'm better off just sticking with right hand shooting,
Hey, I knew.
I don't know. I mean, I can't.
This channel it's about
I can't
Arizona.
look this eye. So I always did everything. I mean, it didn't feel wrong to hold a weapon.
We talk about
Right-handed to me.
my house pulling this freaking chandelier out of here. Keep
But
on.
I did everything else wrong. I'm bad, right?
I've got to address She Devil.
Yeah.
What is this channel about? This channel is about freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of gun rights, freedom. It's just about freedom. That's why I call it dangerous freedom. Just don't do anything stupid. We don't tolerate any racism. I don't tolerate sexism. I don't tolerate people bullying other people. Shit like that. We come here to have a good time, enjoy our Friday night, every night. And as long as you can follow those guidelines, you're gonna fit right in, She Devil. Yeah,
Dude, I've noticed your dragnet is kind of like people are wandering in more on your channel. Lately.
Yeah.
It's probably because you sold out and got monetized, sold out to the devil.
Yeah, you sold out, man. How dare you make $1 for all your hard work?
I've always sworn about this channel. My After Dark channel will never be monetized for 2 reasons. One, it's a partner channel. Although my partner has passed away. And so there's no way I could ever become monetized on this channel. He's the one that set it up. I just have access to it, and I'm keeping it alive because he was all about freedom and liberty. And so I do it kind of on his behalf, as well as a lot of other people.
I did not know that.
Yeah, my buddy Bobby. Yeah,
Hey,
passed away about 8 months ago.
I did not know
Oh
that.
shit! I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, brother.
I want to reel back just for a second. Bug-Eye just had made a great point there because I was talking about ambidextrous with firearms. Hangry, yeah, Bug-Eye had a great point there. You need to work with your hand-eye coordination. Like he was saying, he's more predominant right with his eye, but more accurate single shot with the left. So that definitely has to fall into your training on that. So that was a very great point that he poured out there, and it actually went way over my head when he started talking about, oh, yeah, absolutely. Because even though I'm ambidextrous, I can do both hands, but if my eyes are not coordinated with my hands, it's gonna play in the field too. So yeah, I definitely work with left and right and see what works better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do some practice and drawing it. But I feel like what I'm gonna do is get rid of my crap out of this hand as I'm drawing. I'm gonna end up shooting it right-handed. because I shoot my
well,
pistols
there's
right-handed.
transitions that you can do. Another thing is, inside of 10 yards, I don't even use the sights, especially if you're shooting at a man-sized target. So the trick is if you go to what they call the workspace, like you get in the center and then you push out, it'll be the same no matter which hand you do it with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, you push forward and it's like you look at a target, especially like if it's a man-sized target, and if you're holding your weapon straight in front of you and level, you can take a step to the right and a step to the left, and you're still going to hit the target, and like that reflex shooting. And dude, all that reflex shooting, the guys back in the 60s, 70s, and it started dying in the 80s, but they were all about point shooting back then because it was the revolver days, And what they would do is they would use their finger off of the trigger and they would point at what they wanted to shoot, and then they would squeeze the trigger. That shit works, man.
Yeah.
Like in mount training, we were we had the big old, we called them muskets, but the big 20-inch fucking ARs back in the day. We throw the stock over our shoulder and use our thumb to squeeze the trigger, and when we would corner with it, and we would use our forward hand, we'd grab onto the sling swivel there and point our fingers, and like you'd be surprised how accurate that can be. But like,
I wish I could train with like y'all.
use your finger as like a little laser pointer,
Anybody, somebody, that'd be awesome.
Wow. That's interesting. See, I like my red dot personally.
Works with 12 gauges too. It's really good for 12 gauges.
Dude, with a 12 gauge, a lot. You don't need a whole lot of work with the 12 gauge. It's got a good spread.
Not really, dude. Not at 5 yards, I mean,
Well,
5, 10 yards, there's no spread at all, really.
I don't really.
I think you got an 18-inch barrel.
yeah,
Dude, it's like shooting a D-cell battery, I mean, like that's about how big the hole is at 7 yards or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even like having optics. I just use sights and iron sights. They get in my way, and I just prefer to just throw it up there and shoot.
well, I keep sights on my rifles,
Mhm.
just because those are the ones they're designed for longer range shooting. So if they're 50 yards or 100 yards out or 200 yards out, we can spot them and try and eliminate the threat further away. Whereas the pistols and shotguns are more, well, shotguns. Yeah, they're all for closer combat.
I have a sight for my AR, but it didn't really have any magnification. I bought a scope with it when I first bought it, and no shit, I could never see through it. It didn't matter how I just never could get the little window.
The roll of your rifle, everyone says that you want to have magnification on a scope. Well, you do, but a red dot is not. They consider that an optic and not a scope. That's an acquisition optic, whereas a scope is a magnified, like a scope will enhance your accuracy, where a red dot enhances your acquisition.
Yeah,
you can get on
exactly.
target faster with the red dot. It's actually usually less accurate than using the iron sights, but you can shoot faster.
Exactly. Yeah, you put that red dot on fucking on target, and boom, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna.
I do have a red dot for mine. I need to get a new battery. I've actually tried to put it on there the other night, and the battery was dead.
Oh, dude, I went with the Romeo 5, the 6-hour Romeo 5. The thing is awesome, dude. It has like a 2-minute fucking shut off timer, so it saves your battery.
Mm-hmm.
So you change it out like. Well, depending on how often you use it.
And they're old school now, but the Aimpoint Pros, we would change batteries and do an entire fucking deployment and not even turn them off, because the battery's good for like it on paper, it's good for like 5 years. So we do a year deployment, and then we would switch the batteries out for the next one. You just leave the fucker on the whole time. You don't even have to turn it off.
What I like about the Romeo 5 is as soon as you move as soon as that sight feels it kicks on.
Yeah, the only thing you got to watch out with those SIG sights is some of the internals do tend to be a little fragile. So like they've been breaking.
You drop
so the board shears off on the contacts, like where it's soldered onto the board, you know. So just don't drop it. That's all I can say.
I don't plan on dropping my rifle.
I got a question. Hold on a second, guys. So, like, are you talking about like actual firearms? Like, this is a gun-free zone. So, like, I just say, please stop, drop your weapons before you rob me. Okay? No one's allowed to have any firearms here because it's perfectly illegal to have it here in my great state of California. Just so you know. Do not choke, okay, unless you actually have a man love on you. Okay, so do not choke, and I'm stopping now.
You know, the one thing for sure is guns have fire, which causes global warming. That's true.
Oh my God, I know, right?
They do cow farts though.
So I got that. I don't really like it.
Is that a red dot? Yeah. Red dot.
All right, Q lady. You don't want to talk about the gun talk? That's all right. We'll keep talking about it because I love guns. I love
some
them.
beauties.
They've been our right since before the dawn of time.
Well,
I've got this thing. This is the one the battery's dead in. So I can hook it on there. And then it's got the little thing you can
Oh
turn
yeah,
on.
the switch. What is that?
Yep.
Laser? Oh, is that laser sight or what?
Yep.
Yeah, those laser sights are all right. The only thing I don't like about them is they give away your location.
Yeah.
Well, not if it's
So I've got-
infrared.
I mean, it's just cheap. I mean,
Well,
There
yeah,
are the odds of me ever having to use it for anything other than target practice are like,
Yeah. For me, it's more like I'll turn on my flashlight on my rifle before I'll turn on any. Well, I mean, my red dot automatically comes up as soon as I pull it up. But, you know, if I want to identify my target, I got my flashlight right on the tip.
yeah, I want to get a flashlight.
Couldn't you just like go out and get one of those little cat fucking toys?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you-
mean,
you-
there's
oh,
a
you
lot
like-
of different training you can do with flashlights and LEDs and stuff.
I'm just talking
Laser
about like
sight.
you go out and buy a
You
little
just-
cat
you just
toy where you push the
hitting
real
it and
red
hitting
dot
it off
push it
just
on
to
the
make
wall,
your target choice, and
all
then
right.
before you pop around.
trying to get the fucking red
I
dot.
just wish that I had somebody around here to do this shit with. I don't have anybody to do. I mean, like I'm the person.
You're the gun guy.
Yeah, I'm the gun guy.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I am the
That's pretty
I
cool.
am the gun guy, the crossbow guy, the recurve bow guy, the sling bow
Slingshot.
guy, the throwing knife guy, the throwing
Slingshot.
stars guy. I'm the weapons person. I did talk to my uncle, bless him, the one that had the boob duty that night at the Halloween party. And he's got some reloading stuff. So I was talking to him
Fuck you, that-
about some shotgun shells I want to make
Oh,
with interesting things in them.
I've done that before. I made a couple that had there was some old like you know, like the electroplated gold jewelry and stuff, and I got this. I guess originally it was a jewelry cabinet that I got at like a fucking, you know, antique store or whatever. But there was some old jewelry in it, and I was like, "What am I going to do with this shit?" Because it was fake. It was like kind of bullshit. You know, there were some earrings
Yeah.
and stuff in it. They never cleaned it out when I bought it. So I took it. I reloaded it into some shotgun shells, and I figured if a burglar ever came in, I'd blast him with gold earrings and fucking necklaces, and go, "You want my shit? Here you go. You can
That'd be
pull it out your
bling,
pants
bling.
later." You know.
I mean, I have ideas. I'm not going to say it online. I'm not going to mess up Ron's thing.
ooh, that's green.
Yeah,
Hmm?
I've got one of these green ones. This thing, it's a pretty accurate laser pointer.
That's pretty
Um,
cool.
But I still prefer the old school flashlight.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, my laser's infrared, man. It's like if you don't have NVGs on, you don't see it.
Mm.
So they
Actually, I do
never
like
know.
the infrared ones. That's for sure. Those things are freaking awesome. I had somebody talk about my Generation 1 night vision one time. Like, well, if they have such and such, they'll be able to see you. No dipshit around my area has anything that I've got, but yeah, I appreciate the information. But yeah, as far as MBG's working with those particular type of sites, absolutely, you own the night. And I see so much with the prepping community. There's just some that are just so disgruntled and like, well, there's ways around that. Yes, there is ways around a lot of things, but the majority of people do not have the same technology or supplies that we're stockpiling. That's why we're preppers. We're getting ready for certain events. Most Joe Smo, he might have a candle if he's lucky.
Dude, the Gen 1s, as long as you don't live way out in the middle of nowhere, if you live anywhere, if you live in a place that has street lights, your Gen 1 is going to be fine. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what they're talking about is that little fucking amp light that you use to kind of hypercharge the, the IR beam. Well, that beam is red, and you can see the red light. But, the Gen 2s and the Gen 3s have the same thing. The Gen 3s, you can't really see it at all. But on the Gen 2s, you can see it if you turn it on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's visible. So, like, they all have it. If you go out and there's, like, not a fucking star in the sky and it's just one of those nights that are black as fuck, everyone's turning their fucking IR beacon on. In fact, I got a sweet one on my helmet. It's I forget who makes it, but it's a little flexible light. And, man, that thing, like, it's fucking genius. In fact, dude, I'll show it to you. Let me go get this fucker. But dude, that was a game changer, man. You can clip it and put it on your helmet or your clothes or your fucking strap of your gun or whatever, man. But it was pretty cheap, and I was really impressed with the little flood that it has. Let me see. Yeah, this little fucker right there. See that thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start drooling.
That's that thing is fucking great, man. Oh god, this camera's so hard to use because it's backwards,
Yep.
But yeah, that thing, man, I love it.
God, I'm so jelly. I wish I had.
He likes to do it.
I
See, that's one thing about Bushido you don't understand is he's kind of been training this stuff. So he likes to do a lot of the, after dark bird watching type shit.
Bird watching. Okay, yeah. Because those highly elusive, extinct, almost extinct quail that runs around. He's got a list of those people, right? Yeah. Bird watching.
Yep, bird watching.
You know what's funny, man? Like, I didn't realize how bad my hearing was damaged over the years until I started wearing those fucking ear shooter muffs that are sound amplifying that cut off over so many decibels.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I put it on in my house and I'm like, what's that noise? What the fuck is that noise? And then I'm like, oh shit, that's my AC that I can't hear anymore because I'm deaf, I go outside and I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And I'm like, oh, those are those crickets I don't hear because I have tinnitus so bad, Like, it's nuts, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put mine on and you can hear all the little leaves rustling and grass, and it's like, whoa, what am I stepping in?
I can hear that shit anyway. I got really good hearing. I don't know. I got really good hearing.
My hearing is so.
My hearing's like really good.
I have to yell at my husband. His hearing is so bad.
No, that's just selective hearing. All husbands have it.
No,
right. That's selective hearing.
He's a musician and he listens to that shit so loud, and when he shoots, I can't get him to freaking wear any damn ear protection, and he's just gone.
I can hear pretty well.
Yeah. My wife yelled at me the other day. She said I didn't listen. And then she said some other shit, but I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you weren't listening.
No, he was listening. He just wasn't paying attention. There's a difference.
He listened. He just wasn't hearing her. Yeah.
No, we're like watching TV or something. Like some movies, he has to turn it up so loud, and we're just like, oh my gosh. And he's like, is that loud to y'all? We're like, no, we're good. So then my son will come in and we'll start talking to him. And we'll just say things, and we'll say it over and over and over again, louder and louder. And then he'll finally go, huh? When we're like yelling at him, and we're just laughing because they can't hear shit.
Sounds like me when I watch my movies. It's like I'll have it cranked up so loud, and then I can hear my kids walking around, and I'll be like, hey, what are you doing out there? Like, blah, blah, blah. And it sounds like Charlie Brown, you know, just the mumbled voices. And I'm like, wait, hold on, pause it. Okay, what was that? Oh, okay, all right, I heard you now.
My hearing's good, but I've got to get me some glasses because my vision's getting bad.
It's like I always buy the sound bar, but I don't buy the 25 extra speakers that you're supposed to have. And I really hate the expensive sound bars. I actually got a cheaper one because they were like, okay, the guy that's buying this one obviously isn't going to buy the fucking Dolby surround sound, you know? But man, all the expensive Samsung ones I had, there is not a sound mode that just lets you hear the fucking thing. Like the people talking, it sounds like they're underwater. And then like the grass they walk on is like loud as fuck. And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm missing the speaker where all the dialogue is coming through, you know?
Yeah.
We just put the captions on it now a lot.
Yeah. Shouldn't be that way.
What are you doing, Zach? I'm talking like Sleepy Joe.
Don't do that.
He's coming to get you, Zach.
Wait, can you smell something?
Door. He's gonna come knock on your door. Make sure you took the Jack Walker. He's coming to get you. And
Y'all, I really hope the people around here don't come knocking on my door.
Have the bombs on you if you don't. He's coming. Oh, yeah, come on, motherfucker, look out. Yeah, fuck them, Zach. Get him. Tell him. Love you, man.
Just
High five,
not
Zach.
your door thing. I bet they're really rethinking that.
I love you, Zach. I love that, dude.
I really don't think they're going to do that around where I live. I mean, they might do it in Birmingham or Montgomery. I do not see them doing it around where I live.
No, I expect them to try it with the major population areas to try it, especially the liberal state areas, New York, things like that. But as far as homegrown USA, I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Miss
I
Awesome.
did a video on that yesterday, and yeah, I stirred up a hornet's nest on it. And it was just
I don't think I have your
people
channel.
thinking on it. What's that?
Is Survival Living your channel name?
Yeah. So I run a video on that, and I had people saying, so what you're saying is we need to take the vax. I'm like, no, I didn't say that at all. Hell no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying have a plan for when they do come. If they come, have a plan in place. Have a mag. Have people backing you up. You can't hit this stuff head on by yourself. If you do, it's not going to go very far. Maybe your front yard, and that's about it. But yeah, I had a whole mess of people just, I don't know, there's a loss in communication or something.
I just found you. I'm gonna post your channel link in the chat.
Zach. Yeah, Zach, you need some Jiffy and go to sleep, buddy. You look tired, brother. That's what hey, it's not me. That's what Appalachian said. Don't get pissed off at me. Yeah, there you go. Fuck him. There, yeah, we love him.
Hey,
What's up, Bear?
Thank you, Devil. All right, thank you. You have a good night too.
Good night.
she looked really young. Flicking boogers.
Smoking God's coleslaw.
I gotta salute a
Devil's
superior
lettuce.
officer. He saluted me.
No, that's a devil's lettuce. God's coleslaw. Coleslaw. God's coleslaw.
Zach is a superior officer. He doesn't have to salute you, but if he does, you have to salute him back.
That's right.
All right, we need to hit that like button. I just went and did that.
I did.
Oh yeah, that helps. Yeah, this like, subscribe,
Yeah,
all that.
I just did that.
work.
I'm not
Dude,
sure if
I
I'm
always
subscribed.
forget to say that crap. You know,
I
it's like,
never say that.
hey,
shit in my videos.
donate to me too. Here, hold on, I
You
got
want
one.
me to help you out with the like, subscribe?
Yeah, donate too, man. This shit
I mean-
ain't fucking free, and you can ask Survival Living, man. He knows what I'm talking about. This shit ain't fucking free, man. It.
I figure the 3 people that watch me are already subscribed, so I don't need to say it.
3 people. I'm one of them.
Yep.
I'm subscribed to.
All 3 of them might be on this panel.
Jeremy, did you see me like not able to use my slingshot the other day?
Actually, I've not seen that video, but I've
Oh
seen
my
it.
Oh
God.
no!
I haven't gotten to get to that point. Yeah,
I can't draw the damn thing. I got to do some push-ups.
Is it the gray one, the Barrett?
Oh no!
Is it the Barrett, the gray one? The one
Yeah.
that Charlie got you. What do you mean you can't draw that thing? That thing's easy as hell, man. I mean, I've got like a 28 to 29 inch draw.
I can barely get it.
I can pull mine like that about, I can pull mine to about, oh man. Yeah, I can.
I am so out of shape, but I've lost some weight. And so now I'm about to start exercising because I got the weight off and I had a bad car wreck. And so I have like hardware holding my knees together and stuff. And so it's hard for me to do stuff with.
Well, I mean, I still have to remodify my sling bow, one of my slingshots. I've got to get another ring and everything.
Yeah,
I'm not perfected yet. I need to work on my house before I do shit like that.
I need to do some, I don't know, exercising.
Yeah.
Get my little weak ass arms up to par for the slingshot.
Cardio. That's right, Bear.
Water. Swimming.
Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Just keep.
I was trying to ask Zach if he likes to go swimming, but my body was. He didn't understand what he wasn't picking up what the emotion I was trying to do. I'm a terrible actor.
He likes to
Hey, Dangerous.
bow-legged women.
Bow-legged women. Led Zeppelin.
He likes to get swimming with bow-legged women.
So, Dangerous, you're saying about like, subscribe, and stuff like that, man. So, would you like a little tip? I've been doing it just a little bit longer. Would you like a little tip?
Okay.
Okay, from the professionals. First, you have to center yourself. Acting. Hey guys, welcome back. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to learn how to survive, make sure that you click on every notification bell for this channel. Thank you and stay tuned. How's that BS?
He's telling you to pour it up.
Mine would be like,
Well, I don't, honestly, I mean, it can work. I mean, honestly, some people are sheeple, but me personally, dude, when I started watching you when you were still CFP, just like that's when I met you. That's how I know you. And when you were starting off, and I just, dude, like, I really enjoyed. I mean, I clicked with you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I gotta agree with Survival Living over there because I noticed in my videos, way back when I first started, when I started telling people to subscribe, my subscriber count would go up farther versus when I never said subscribe. It was up to you, but you start telling people to do it, like it becomes like subscribe. Like it becomes just an action for them.
It's because they're brainwashed to do it from all the other social media. Go ahead, Zach.
Polar bear, I get too cold when I try to swim, and then my teeth chatter.
Oh, well, then we're gonna take you into a hot tub, then, man.
Hot tub.
Oh, wow.
The bubbles.
Okay, you better have a lot.
Dude, I wonder.
But it's called a call to action on YouTube, and we try to get a message across here as preppers, survivalists, outdoor bushcraft. We try to get a message across to people so they'll learn. But to reach the masses, you do have to play the Al Gore got no rhythm. Unfortunately, you have to play their game. So I will say to YouTube creators, Brian G. Johnson, Nick Nimmin, D. Nimmin, these guys are the focal point of YouTube creators. They will teach you everything you need to know. And like he was saying, the call to action will produce results. People they'll be sitting there, they'll click a video just to zone in. All right. But if you say, hey guys, make sure, and it snaps them out and they go, oh yeah, I'm not even subscribed to this guy yet. It does help. It really does. It's nothing beneath anybody or belittling anybody, but it actually, the way social media is with the lighting, with the blue light and all this stuff that's in the screen, you zone out. Every just like TV, you zone out. Even as a kid, you'd be watching cartoons, you just zone out everything. Mom, dad yelling at you, but you're zoned into the screen. You didn't forget what else is going on. So it does help. It really does. As far as my acting, you know, I goof around from time to time. That's how I center myself. I thought it was pretty neat.
Perceived value. Perceived.
Yeah. I perceived my own value. As it turns out, it's really not that much. Maybe like $1.50.
But I'm saying if you want people to think you know what you're doing and think you're successful, you have to give the perception of success. You have to give the perception of knowing what the fuck's going on.
Well, no,
there's actually some YouTubers out there that they perceive and personify that they actually know what the hell they're talking about. And then with the rest of us are looking, I'm like, what the hell? No.
Oh my God. And you know what? You're not the only one. You're not the only one that has done that. I mean, that, you know, has had somebody rip you off, you know, take your idea and then fucking try and push it as their own. And it's like, that motherfucker, what the? No, that.
That right there does get to you.
See, that's why. Well, that's part of the reason why I do this channel the way I do. And what's up, Bullfrog? I see you out there. The way I do it is, I mean, we can still discuss this stuff. I don't mainly focus on. I like to keep this as like an educational / entertainment channel.
Wait, educational. I didn't graduate 6th grade, man. It took me 3 years to do 4th. I got to step out.
Dude, you got a lot more education. Dude,
I got kicked out of kindergarten and put in the car in reverse, okay? Give me a break.
Yeah, but you also know how to live on the fucking railroads.
Well, things didn't change over the years, but that's trial and error, brother. One mistake and you're screwed.
Well, y'all were educating me a while ago.
Appalachian, you have a good night, brother. No, but you know, seriously, dude, I've always found your videos educational and entertaining. Even the one that you just did the other night, dude. I saw that. You're like, okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a rant.
Yeah, that's a rant there.
Okay, I'm looking forward to checking out your channel now.
Yeah,
awesome.
Somebody, if you could drop his link in there again.
I did up earlier. You want me to do it again?
Yeah, if you still got it saved. Yeah.
Well, I posted mine. Somebody asked for mine.
Hey, what's up? Oh, Virginia got it. Virginia.
Did you get it? Okay.
Yeah, Virginia.
If you see a guy, a redneck, running through the woods, all in tactical with a shemagh, that's actually because that's the outfit I'm going to be wearing at the Pathfinder course. That is rip-proof materials, BDU material, summer weight, so I can run through their hard bush and everything else. Other than that, I rarely ever wear anything tactile cool, other than a chest carrier just for certain footage and stuff like that. Other than that, I'm wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt.
Yep.
Are you talking about Dave Canterbury's Pathfinder School?
Yeah, I'm taking that in September. I'm taking the intermittent course, September 9th. I have to take that before I get to take the advanced as a requirement. So I'll be taking that. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I can take the advanced the following season. I don't know when the schedule is going to fall, but it's expensive. It really is.
He's why I got into prepping. He is who I saw the video of him doing the sling bow, and I thought it was the most amazing thing in my life. And I made me one. I stole my kid's slingshot and made one, and was standing out in the yard having the best freaking time ever, just shooting that damn slingshot. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That is
I started prepping young. Well, I started doing outdoor survival young. Prepping was 2012. I wanted to be the next big time series outdoor survival guy, and then Bear Grylls came out, and I'm like, yeah, you kiss my ass, man, drinking your own pee. What the hell's wrong with you? There's a meme. There's a meme out there. All we got's Coors Light. I'd rather drink my own piss. No,
and then just stay in a hotel.
everybody can do whatever they want to, but the damage caused by drinking your own urine is horrible on your internal organs. My opinion, keep on walking. Drink dirty water if you have to. Yes, you might get dysentery and stuff like that, but the damage to your kidneys is going to be far less than dysentery. But I'm not a medical doctor, but I've had dysentery twice, and I've not drank my own piss.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Dude, I've had E. coli like 3 times. You want to talk about no fucking fun, bro? That shit
Oh, dude,
hurts.
E. coli's bad, man. No kidding.
Well, that's basically food poisoning, right?
Yeah, more or less. You definitely pick
More or
up on
less.
chicken salmonella.
When you get food poisoning,
Yeah, I think I've had the salmonella. I don't think
it takes 24 hours for food poisoning to kick in. Actually, technically, really, it like you can't eat that night and next morning get food poisoning. It takes 24 hours.
But dude, E. coli is like you get food poisoning and then it becomes alive inside of you and never goes away. You know?
Yeah. Starts culturing inside you, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
How do you get rid of it?
You
Cut
gotta
off your arm.
load yourself with
Antibiotics
and shit. But dude, that fucking Hamid Karzai airport attack, I had E. coli when that shit was going on. I was fighting fucking Taliban and shitting my brains out at the same time. I had to get IVs and stuff. I was just losing too much fluid, you know?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, you talk about vomit, diarrhea, throwing up the entire time while you're trying to do this stuff. You're pumping IVs and you just keep you hydrated so your system stays functional. Your brain is the most important part of your body to think clearly, especially in a combat situation, which requires fluid. And if you got that stuff going through your body, your brain is not firing correctly. Yeah, that is one hell of a thing to go through, especially in a combat situation. No shit.
You also need fat. Our diets, you know, in first world, we're trying to cut out carbs and fat. That's in a stressful, like austere environment. That's what you want. Like that's the fuel that your body burns. And you know, we have a pretty high fat content in our brain too. And when that starts going down, you start getting loopy, man. You start getting stupid, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. As far as weight loss and things like that, when you're trying to drop weight and stuff, yeah, you want to start shaving stuff once you talk to a medical doctor and make sure you're physically fit to do any type of dietary or workout exercise. Once you start cutting this stuff, but yeah, exactly what he's saying there. In that type of situation, high stress, high exertion, combat situation, you're doing things, you have to have a lot of fat, carbs, calories. You've got your body's gonna be burning that. Your brain has to be on point. Now, if you're just trying to lose weight to get in shape, like you were just saying a little bit earlier, you're losing some weight. I just recently lost a lot of weight. I'm now getting to where I'm weight training. I had to drop the weight so I don't damage the injuries I do still have. I had to remove that weight just so I can start building back up.
Yeah.
Once you got that down, then you start slowly building onto it. And eventually you get to start rebuilding your body. So yeah, he's got a great point there. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
He don't need my validation at all. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm getting old. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it.
What are you talking about? You're like 26. Shut up.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think I'm the oldest one here, actually. Maybe Zach's got me beat.
I don't know. I'm 48.
Oh, all right. You are an old fucker.
45.
And Bushido's in the same fucking club. Yeah. Yeah, I think me. I don't know about Polar Bear. I think he's a little bit younger.
And yeah, he's 32. My thing is, I used to be this big around.
You used to be younger a couple years ago.
Yeah, 20 years of sitting in an office,
right? Didn't we all?
And not doing anything. It's just gone.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I mean, look at right now. I'm freaking 48. Ooh, look at me. I've got a little bit of a belly, but like still, I only weigh like 150, 60 pounds.
I'm happy that I can look down now and not see my belly out past my boobies.
Hey, what's really bad is when you sit there and you, as a man, grow bigger boobs than your wife. And you look down and she looks at you and says, babe, you want a bra? I'm like, What the hell?
Oh God.
Yeah,
No.
I was
Yeah.
248
Oh, yeah.
pounds. I got big when I got hurt, and it just kept. Well, honey buns, bear claws, beer.
Little
Yeah,
Debbie's.
that added up very quickly, very fast.
Yeah, my husband is still the same size he was when we met. He's 170, something like that. He's skinny, but he worked all these years doing HVAC up in hot attics, sweating his ass
Oh.
off, all
Shit,
year
my
long.
son, dude, my son came home. He said their attic that they were working in today was 300 degrees.
Shit.
I mean, they were taking like fucking 10 and 15-minute.
Yeah.
intervals.
Yeah, you got to
because
go up there for
so
like 3 to
damn
5
hot.
minutes and come down for 10 to 15,
Yep.
or he will hurt.
You'll
Tell him not
roast.
to try to be big and
It'll
bad
cook
and
you
overdo
from
it.
Yeah, it'll cook you. Mm-hmm.
I want to watch this UFC fight tomorrow, man. I'm going somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I'm not like a UFC guy, but I'm seeing on the TV they're doing the hype for this old Conor McGregor fight. I think I'm going to go out and watch that somewhere.
When is that?
Wait, is McGregor back again?
Yeah, he's fighting somebody tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, I hope he stomps him, man, because after that one dropout there where he got his butt handed to him, I was really disappointed.
I hadn't watched UFC since Chuck Liddell and
Yeah,
Thor
those
and
are the days, right?
all them. God, he was awesome to watch.
I haven't watched UFC since the last time I got my butt kicked. But anyway,
Won't be here.
We used to have big UFC parties, and we'd have the big sheet on the wall and have the projector showing it, and everybody'd sit around and drink and have a good time. Those were good times.
oh yeah. The only problem I ever have with that is every time I try to get a bunch of rednecks together and we start watching UFC, and this is years ago,
Oh my God.
everybody became an expert and they want to show you some hold, or next thing you know,
Yeah.
everyone's fighting like crazy, and we're all on the ground grappling because nobody can fight. So yeah, and the women sitting there looking at us, hey, get off the ground, you bunch of yeah.
Ours turned,
Quit
our
calling
rednecks
bulletproof,
turned into
guys.
Wet Willie submissions.
Yeah, Wet Willie submissions.
Because, I mean, they didn't know how to do any of the fighting or grappling or anything.
No, neither did anybody else. It was just a brawl. Everybody was on the ground grappling. Well, they thought they were grappling, just hold on to your wrists and pray to
Yeah.
God the other guy doesn't stand up and beat their ass.
Right.
Well, dude, I'll tell you, man, and I've said it a million times, man. It's like the biggest anomaly ever. You can go to any sports bar anywhere in the country, and if someone's not a UFC fighter, they're a sniper after about the sixth beer, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, my God, there's all these snipers and UFC fighters everywhere. Why don't we send these guys to fucking Iraq? We'd win tomorrow, you know? Or maybe
I
they're
love
bullshit.
sitting
I don't
there
know.
and they go, you don't know what I've seen. All right, I'm going to call bullshit because now all of a sudden, after 3 beers, you're going to talk about your stuff that's really troubling you. I have PTSD. You don't know what I've seen. Dude, you drink a Bud Light, really? Okay.
Well, not only that, but if you're so encumbered by what you saw that you got to talk
Why
to
are you
strangers
there?
about it, you know?
Yeah.
That always fucking boggled me.
What are you growling
I
at?
love when people do that shit, though.
You don't know what I've seen.
I'll be right back. My dog's
And,
growling.
you know, it's a good thing, man, because I've
2 in
seen
the morning.
some
I'm by
fucking-
myself. I'm going to go see what he's growling at.
All right. I've seen some gnarly
Yeah.
ass shit, man.
What do you hear? What do you hear?
I just close my eyes. That's all I do. I let it pass me by.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird, man. Like, and I know you're being kind of like metaphorical about that, but these people that get hung up on this shit, they can't let it go. You know,
Yeah.
Good night, Demeter.
you have to just fucking let it go. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know, you can't sit there and focus on this and that. I mean, just like a lot of people focus on the politics, and it's like, You know, yeah. Honestly, if you do that, dude, you're going down the wrong road already.
Well, and you know, when you talk about politics, it's like I don't know which direction to point the gun anymore. You know,
No,
I mean, it's like about every facet of politics has showed its ass in the last 20 years. You know, like and, you know, the right wingers are like pretty smug right now because we've had a pretty legendary shitty left wing. But don't forget about that Patriot Act, man. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that the Republicans were the bad guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I've kind of I don't even know. Like the politicians, they can pretty much all of them are just
corrupt.
But
well, I think they're all paid for. Is what I think.
But you gotta look at
this is
people that you're around in your little world, and I tend to gravitate toward people that are, you know, they just want to be left alone. They want to go to church. They want to raise their kids right. They're not into all this woke shit that don't matter. I mean, we're not racist. I mean, my son's girlfriend is black and he's got black friends that are over here all the time and stuff. We're by no means racist, but just all the shit that they are trying to push on little children and, you know, kids in school age, and that why is the politicians even in all that shit? Why is that even a
well,
you know, and it's just I get so fed up even watching and listening to it.
Well, no, you know, I think what it is that because when we founded this country, we elected these people to be in authority, to do the right thing and follow the constituents, which we, the people, are the constituents. We are technically the first branch of government. But you get these fucking Democrat idiots that don't listen to the people. They listen to their own party lines and their fucking the donations and all that shit. And that is where the problem lies, you know? And that is what we need to end. And me personally, I think executions are in order. You know, start hanging these motherfuckers.
And they're more worried about other countries than they are about our people.
I guarantee you, when we start busting these fuckers for treason against our Constitution and our way of life, they're gonna start changing their fucking tune real goddamn fast.
Yeah, and they swore to uphold the Constitution, and it's just bullshit because they do not give a rat's ass about the Constitution.
Well, it's just like them getting up in front of a court or a jury and be like, oh no, I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and then totally fucking lie.
Yeah. No morals.
No.
Well, they definitely need to work on
part of the problem.
They, in my opinion, they definitely need to start doing finance checks on people. They go in an office, net value of certain dollars. They do 2 to 4 years, and all of a sudden they've got $14 million. So right there at the lobbyist part, right there, you're gonna tell me they're gonna bust a guy for being $200 off on his tax return, but they're gonna let $14 million slide? They really do need to do that as far as investigating our political structures, as far as this lobbying, grease the palm type of stuff, man. But it goes down to what are we going to do? All right. And I'm not trying to get anybody in no crap here on YouTube because it is a social media platform. So please be careful what you say. I'm actually gearing my channel right now to try to address these type of issues because, we do the outdoor survival, we do the prepping, but there's a lot of things that we need to talk about, but be very careful on this. And trust me, I see the comments all the time. Freedom of speech, CFP, you need to be doing this. They won't if you don't say this. Yeah, but if you say it, then your message gets shut down. People don't seem to understand that. As a creator, if you don't say it correctly, the platform will remove you and your message goes nowhere. Yeah. So if you try to go this way, you have to look at it a certain way. You got to be careful when you try to bring people together because right off the bat, they label you, all right? And if they label you incorrectly, what they want to, you got Alphabet Company banging on your door, digging around. And I'm not saying they don't do that. Of course they do. You know, I had people sitting there and go, well, man, you need to be careful, man. They'll know who you are. Dude, I was in the military. They know exactly who the hell I am. I was in prison. They know exactly who I am. They know who I am. No doubt about it. So what I have to do is hide certain things. I can only do certain things. But I can still get a message across. I can still organize and prepare others. When it does happen, hey, no holds bar. It's whatever is whatever. But until that line is broken, as far as full blown, people have to be careful. Just like the video yesterday, where I hear people, they come knocking on my door. I'm loading buckshot through it. Well, you're asked to go to jail. Okay,
No, you're
it's just the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah, odds are exactly. Now, in a full-blown teardown, there's no law. Yes, I get it. The law is the gun. I understand that you can organize, but when everything is set up the way it is, look at Kyle. All right, look how that went down. Look at all these guys who stand your ground. Look at how they destroyed these people. Were they in the right person? I think they were. Just look at the homeowners that had their bang bangs on their property while they were coming in. Look how they destroyed those people.
You know what's
and
funny
they
though?
were actually in the right.
Those people
so we have
went
to be smart about things.
They went anti-gun Democrat to running for a Republican office, like whippity snap. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we just have to be smart about things. I'm not saying retreat, but I'm saying prepare and be ready. It looks like, and trust me, I get it. Oh man, this guy's pansying out. I'm trying to watch my language here. He's backing up. He don't stand for nothing. No, I do stand for a lot of things, but we got to be smart when we make a move. We have to.
No, I mean, you're
plan
totally right there. And the biggest threat.
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm surprised they still allow me to have a channel. Because, I mean, granted, I try not to be too explicit and stuff like that, but sometimes things piss me off, and I kind of go off the rails and, you know, start cursing and saying shit I probably shouldn't, you know, and I guess they probably let me fucking, you know, tie my own fucking noose, I guess.
It's the hat, man. It's the hat. That's all there is to it. They like the hat.
Well, dude, for a minute,
I gotta go to bed, man. I love y'all. Chat.
Hi, Jeremy.
I love y'all.
Love you, buddy.
Right. Good night, Jeremy.
Later, buddy.
Zach, fuck you. Bushido, love you, brother. Survival, love you. Christy, love you. Bear, love you. Dangerous, brother, love you, brother.
I'm yanking your beard.
Other way.
Get some rest, man.
You like my bear. Chat, love y'all. All of y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all. And hey, be sure y'all like, share, and subscribe on his channel. Love y'all. There you go, brother.
Nah, buddy.
Bye.
But you know, dude, you kind of hit on something where, like, the real threat of a collapse is a slow collapse, where the without rule of law part really comes in there, because you can be full blown into a collapse and still have rule of law, where everything starts getting shady and weird, and like, and look at Ukraine was an excellent example of that. There were checkpoints on every corner. There was still law. It was fucked up law, but it was law, you know? And like, what the hell is all these people going to do, man? Like, if there's a checkpoint on every corner, shit changes, man. You know, it totally fucking changes. It changes the whole fucking nature of the game, you know?
No, totally. I completely agree with you on that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just it's so easy to sit there and scream and holler, well, we need to be doing this. If you get hemmed up off the bat, game over. I mean, it's done.
Yeah.
You have to definitely do long game in this stuff, unless you have a logistic backing you up. If you're going to make yourself a target in a situation, what's your backup to get your butt out of there? You know, I mean, it's frustrating. It really is. There's a lot of, I don't mean this wrong, there's a lot of internet warriors. There's a lot of people that don't fully understand. They get emotional. They want to, they want to rage about something. I get that. But there's a lot that wants to run out there. Well, I'll tell you right now. Well, okay, I get that you're pissed. We all are. But we have to look at it strategically. If we don't, we get screwed.
Yep.
And like the erosion of rights right now that's really the name of the game, man. There's been like over 2,000 gun bills proposed in the 6 months that what's his face has been in office, And I mean it's coming, man. And like they're starting with that, but they're making these food laws too, man. And it's all these conspiracy theories that you could laugh at before, but we're seeing symptoms of these things being like something. You know what I mean? They're getting some meat on the bones of this stuff.
I'm almost hungry. Y'all see my pretty dog? He heard me
Sorry,
open the
guys.
cheese.
I got dropped out.
All right, you're back.
Sorry about that. I got dropped.
Yeah, I'm surprised my connection's hanging on, but it is.
Yeah, I'm out in the truck, so I'm on wireless, so sometimes it just drops out here. I do apologize for that, everybody.
I mean, if people want to, God, I don't want to say plan stuff or whatever, group together.
We can't do it on air.
Yeah,
can't do it on social media.
absolutely not. Yeah. And then you think about what all they've gotten away with in some of the bigger cities when they were just pissed off and just ransacking the place. And then you look at the Capitol back in January, how that was nothing
and
compared to what was going on. And those people are still being
still making that a fucking huge issue.
Yes.
When we already know
to demonize.
So just imagine if when you were talking about, tyrants and tyranny and treason and all that, if anybody tried to do anything about it, oh my God, they'd be all over us like flies on jelly or whatever. Like Ace on the cheese. Look at this dog.
Yeah, are we allowed to say?
You think he hadn't ate in a year?
Yeah, are we allowed to say white on rice anymore? Or is that now racist? I'm just curious.
White on rice.
Yeah, is that racist now? I don't know.
I mean, that's what popped in my head, but I said flies on jelly.
I saw you said fly was on jelly, and I thought you were going to say the other one. I'm like, I wonder if we can actually say that anymore now that it's illegal to. Well, it's not illegal. It's just a social disgrace if you say something else.
Well, how come no one ever talks about white on rice crime?
I don't know, man. I eat a lot of rice.
Probably because rice is not a crime.
Come here. Show me your pretty face. Okay. Come here. That is not cheese. My pretty dog. This is my guard dog.
It kind of reminds me of my dog.
Is it not ironic that we cannot conspire, but others can?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a good point.
I mean, they post shit on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
right.
If you believe in the critical race theory, then everything's okay. You're fine. You're good to go. But
you're encouraged.
Oh my God, you're some kind of conspiracist. And yeah.
I mean, seriously, if my son hadn't have just graduated this year and where we are, that crap ain't gonna really fly. I mean, they still pray at school when they get together and stuff. I mean, whatever. But if they started trying to teach that crap when my kids were younger, I'd have had to quit my job and homeschool. There is no freaking way.
I hadn't seen you before. I don't know who you are, but you seem like an American to me.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, usually my name is Christy. It's not hangry. I was just hungry.
Care. You sound like you sound like an American to me.
American.
I mean, I feel like an American. I identify as an American.
And Christy, what you kind of just brought up there. About some states, like for example, Arizona. Did you guys just ban critical race theory? dangerous?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
Florida did. Alabama's been slow to receive it. You know what I mean? There's some states that aren't really having it. You know what I mean?
No.
I don't know that
but-
it's being pushed here.
Right. And some states are all about it, and some state, but that's pushing the divide even further. Because fast forward about another 10 years, and there's going to be people that know the truth, but the truth that they were given is that, where there's going to be other states that they don't have that curriculum, and the vision of what is going to be more radically, diametrically opposed than it is today. Which it's already bad today, but it's only going to get worse. You know, the way that that's going. It's like the seeds of. It's exactly what was his name? Yuri fucking whatever, the Russian guy in the 70s that was like, yeah, it's exactly what he said, man. Like they already got us. They checkmated us fucking 30 years ago, you know? And now they're just like sitting back and watching with some popcorn. Like we're going to eat ourselves, man.
Yeah. I posted something on Twitter today that was kind of along those lines. It says, we do not see things as they are. We see things as we are. And that's what they're doing to these kids. They're changing. I don't know. They're just trying to change everything just fundamentally and just turn it all flip-flopped upside down. And so that's what they're going to be viewing everything through, is that crap that's been just forced into their head.
Do you have kids do you have kids in that school?
Me?
Yeah.
No, my son, they're graduated. I have a 22-year-old and a almost 18.
Are they on the same wavelength as we are?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes. Yeah.
But you know, younger people are going to have to hide that out in the world. You know, it's already getting skylighted. And look at like the purge in the military, for example. You know, you'd never think a survey where it says, "Would you follow your president?" and you check yes, and they go, "There's an extremist." You know, like
right. That's
where the fuck like do they get that? It's so bizarre. And if you would have told me this 20 years ago, I would have said you were smoking dick soup, because like that never would have been reality back in the day, you know?
Dick soup.
Well, that's just crazy. I mean, back when I enlisted, I was in the Air Force, and during the Clinton administration. Okay, I was 18 years old. It's back. Oh man, 97. And I remember the whole Lewinsky incident. And I was raised in a Christian family. My mom was a missionary's daughter. I was raised in the church. I was homeschooled throughout the last bit of high school, just to get me out of the stream of things. Yeah, I cuss like a sailor, but I'm a welder and iron worker by trade. No excuses made. But I remember talking to Air Force. We called them training instructors. They're not drill instructors in the Air Force. They have different names for things. And I remember him telling me, it doesn't matter what the man does, you respect the office. He is commander in chief. So for that questionnaire, would you follow the president of the United States? Yeah, he's your freaking commander in chief of the military. He's part of the structure.
Yeah.
What type of damn question is that? Oh, because the T-man was in charge at the time and he makes mean tweets? Man, grow up, snowflakes. I mean, really? Oh my God, he tweeted something that offended me. Oh, good God.
The funny thing, though, the treasonous act was that survey, you know?
Yes.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Absolutely right. Because they just crossed that line.
How?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, why in the world would you need a survey like that in the first place?
Yeah, it just blows my mind, the shit. And, you know, here's the thing with the right, because I believe with the ideals and the fundamental, like, baselines of the right, you know, but man, they always, they opt to be the bigger person, and they let the cheater slide, and they think, well, let them stew in their dishonor, but they don't have honor. You know, they have the honor of a whore. And like this, they get caught cheating in the election, for example, if that ever happened. And I don't know, I heard a story about that once, but we're not talking about that right now. But like, they can get caught doing something, and they're just like, oh, whatever. You know, you win some, you lose some. Like they have no remorse. You know, like their morals have gone out the window.
Yeah.
And and then their beliefs are they set up their belief system issue by issue. So they'll actually disagree with themselves if you throw enough issues on the table, you know, where they don't have they don't have a policy, they don't have a theory or I'm trying to say like a moral code, I guess is what I'm talking about.
No,
you know?
they have no morals.
They have pandering. They will
Yes.
say
Yeah.
whatever they think they need to say at that time
Mhm.
to get votes.
Yeah. And it
Because if you
contradicts
look at
what
their
they believe.
history, if you look at their history, most of them have changed.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you
Views on
know what,
things.
hold on. You're 100. You are absolutely 1,000% right. The problem is we have a moral conduct, and they are attacking it full-fledged, 100%. All of us, everyone on this, all of us here that are talking, we have a moral conduct, and they are attacking it 100%. Like, really
And
attacking
you know,
it.
And they are going to
Like, for
bring this
example-
shit down on this country.
there
My
were
son-
things with me that I've learned over the years now from observing this for quite some time, you know. But like when they went after prayer in schools, I'm like, well, I'm not a religious person. I don't give a fuck
That was
about that. You know?
1963, if you want to really get down to that.
Well, that's when it started, but I mean that went on into the 80s and beyond also. Like
I'm
that
a
was
kid of the 80s.
Say what?
I'm a kid of the 80s. I was
Yeah.
born in 75, so
Yeah, I was born in 73, so like
Iraq, all that
they
shit.
talked about all this prayer in school stuff back in the day, back when the ozone layer was a big problem with them too, you know. But
Yeah,
but like,
All that Alphanet.
you know, I was like,
off the
I
net.
reserved judgment, I reserved comment because I was like, well, I don't care if you're allowed to pray in schools or not, but what people were telling me, where they were like, well, that's how it starts. And then
Yep.
they're going to go after something else and something else and something else. And I, you know, it kind of like stayed in my head in the background. And then as they started going for other things, and I started realizing like, man, these people that I thought were overreacting at the time, they're actually the ones that were right. You know,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
the moderate
Yeah.
people are the ones that lose here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I
that's-
can remember
it's
thinking,
spilling over. I'm
In
sorry.
my political stance, I was kind of in the middle back in the day. And I
I
haven't
was
changed.
I was an absolute liberal. Like a real liberal. Like I don't want anyone screwing with me. I just want to live my life. I want to be left alone. But they stole that name. I don't
Yeah.
know what a liberal I don't know what that would be anymore. I don't
Probably
didn't-
libertarian, probably these days.
yeah,
I
I mean,
think that-
you know,
Yeah, you might be right on that because it went from liberal to libertarian to gay pride.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's
they
not what I-
sabotage that too.
Like what you were talking about, like with the prayer in school and how, you know, well, it doesn't really affect me, whatever. It's kind of like with gay marriages. I didn't give a crap if they got married or
Right.
not. Let them get
Same.
married. I don't care.
Right,
But now they got little children
Yeah. Well,
twerking
they're pushing
in
it.
the pride parades.
We had to. I think dangerous probably relate to this too. We had the prayer to allegiance every morning.
We did.
Every morning in school, when we went to school, we went to home and we had to pray to allegiance to this country
Oh yeah,
under
that's
a flag, under God.
yeah.
Well,
and
hell,
actually,
when they done away with that,
no, that they still do it down here.
They do it here.
At least in my
I know
son's
of.
school. They
Really?
my
That's-
son's school has not gone full libtard yet.
that's
Thank God.
awesome.
But
They
but I-
record our little elementary schools classes saying the
Thank
Pledge of
God.
Allegiance
but I'll tell
and
you,
play it on
this,
the radio.
You know,
Prayer
it's
to
weird.
allegiance.
It's fucking weird because okay, when my youngest boy is 16, and you know what he likes to do a lot of the times besides fucking talk to his girlfriend online and beat off with her, is he likes to get dressed up, and like we have seriously been late for family events because he's standing in front of the fucking mirror, and I'm like, come on. bitch. We're fucking late. Hurry your fucking ass up. The fucking truck's been running for 10 minutes. And, like, God, I just want to smack him upside the head and see if milk fucking spills out. But at the same time, he's also the first one when I got the new 12 gauge. He's like, Dad, when are we going to go out and shoot that thing? I was like, well, we'll do it this weekend.
Damn. Dude,
So, I
that's
mean, you know, it's like,
cool.
he's not a total liberal idiot piece of crap at all.
He just wants to
But-
look good.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that because
You know what? Maybe
back
he
when
wants to
I
be
was 17, I made sure my sideburns would cut trim, my hair was perfect before I walked outside. Even though I lived in Hickville, North Carolina, in the mountains, and there's nobody around for like 12 miles. But I was going somewhere. Someone might see me. But yeah, I was the first one out there in the mud. But I looked good when I was doing it.
Yep.
There you
So
go.
I don't see
man.
nothing wrong with that, especially at that age. I mean, you got to think back in the day when you're, I don't know, how old is he?
16.
All right,
16.
16 years old. 16 years old, okay? You got to think about it as a 16-year-old man, young man. What's your first priority in life?
Selling.
And I don't mean eating
12 gauge.
breakfast.
12 gauge shotgun is what it sounds like.
So that's what you're thinking about. So
gauge
yeah, you're
shotgun
gonna make sure that you have, you know, some looks going on just in case you just happen to walk in and say, "Oh, you're here." Come on, man. At 16 years
Man,
old, we were
you
not the
got the
brightest
look,
tools
dude.
in the shed, okay?
Man, look at me, dude. I'm fucking gorgeous here, man.
Oh, you are, man. I mean, if
I had
I
to-
wasn't
I had
straight,
to-
man, I'd be moving in next
Hold
to
on.
you.
Hold on, dude.
If I wasn't married,
Oh,
man,
man.
you'd be my next good friend.
I'll tell you what.
I had to
If
skip-
I could dig more than
skipped
3 feet, if I could dig more than 3 feet deep and not hit groundwater, I might move in next door to you.
Yeah, there's no bunkers out here where I'm at. It's above ground bunkers. Just pour the dirt on like we did the ammo dumps. You just put it.
yeah.
We called them igloos. Just start throwing the sod on it, man.
I was done out of the house by the time I was 16, dude. I was way out. I was way gone out of the house by the time I was 16.
Sounds like
No.
you're still way gone.
You're probably right. I'm just saying.
See, when I was 16, I was wearing Birkenstocks, and I didn't wear makeup to school. And my parents got really worried because, what's wrong with you? You don't even care about yourself. I'm like, I have known these people all my life. They do not give a crap if I have on makeup or not.
Did you have drug addictions when you were 16?
No,
Neither did I. And that's what
I
everyone
did some smoke
expected.
cigarettes.
Gosh,
I did
was
start
so
smoking when I was around
retarded.
16.
I was 12.
Cigarettes? Are you talking about cigarettes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I quit after my
Yeah,
first son was
I
born.
smoked pretty much all the competition.
I want to quit
I was-
smoking again. That's my next thing. They're fixing to make our plant at work a smoke-free facility. And if I want to smoke, I have to leave the grounds and drive down the road to the dirt road and pull in and smoke a cigarette and come back.
Oh, that's not even worth it.
No. That's not right. See, even where I worked at the last place, it was a fireworks. No, it was an explosives plant. So nobody was allowed to even bring a lighter, matches, nothing on the campus. So
Are you
like
kidding
like what I would do is I would walk out the gate, I would grab my cigarettes out of my truck, and then go out off to the offsite, which you only had to walk. You didn't have to drive. That's bullshit. Don't make people drive.
I mean, I think I'd look real cute standing on the side of the road smoking my cigarette outside the fence.
Hey man,
You
I'm
do
not,
Sweating in the
You
I
do
might
alley.
whatever you do. You
I'll tell
do
you what,
anything.
I'll tell
They
you
might
what,
get the
man.
wrong
If
impression.
you
They
were
might
out
think you're
there,
doing something
I
else.
guarantee you, if you were out there, I'd be fucking talking with you. You're like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah.
There ain't no shit about that at whatsoever. You look cute no matter what. You can go
What's up,
smoke outside of 7-Eleven. I'd be like, oh, I gotta hit the brakes here.
So tell me if this makes any sense. I'm a welder by trade. Been doing it for a very long time, over 20 years. I did a
I need
job
a
out
welder.
of I did a job out of Sweet Home, actually Lebanon, Oregon. All right, we're doing an extruder system. It's a battery recycling plant. All right, so we got battery acid everywhere, stuff like that, because it's an actually recycling plant for this thing. We built the machines for it, all pipe welding. You can weld, use a torch all day long, but if you want to smoke a cigarette, you got to go off property because it's an open flame. Same as when I was in North Dakota, working out of Williston, North Dakota as a fracking, I did repairs on the derrick machines, doing hot work. You can use a torch and everything, but it's hot work, paid more because you might blow up the whole rig, but you can't smoke on within 50 yards of the oil platform.
You're talking
how
about
does that make any damn sense? It's all insurance.
It doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
It was all insurance. That's all it was, is insurance coverage.
Dude, it's that guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's the one guy.
There's nothing.
That
There's
guy.
nothing. There's nothing about welding.
It's the guy at our plant that looked straight at the plant manager that was in front of him and spit his tobacco juice down through the grate to the floor below him, not even looking to see if anybody was walking under there. That helped our case a lot for tobacco free.
Oh,
But just wear a hard hat.
Oh, we have to have hard hats.
Yeah, just wear a hard hat.
I'm gonna come up there. I'm gonna come up there and see who the fuck you are if you spit on my helmet, dude.
I've done a lot of times hanging still. Would always have the grunts down below us. Well, you always know, do not work underneath the beams when the ironworks is bolting everything up with spud wrenches, because if it drops, it's going down. So I tried dropping bolts. Hey, get out of the way. They just go completely deaf. Oh, what? So I dropped whole buckets of bolts on them, and they still can't figure it out. So when I start spitting,
they block it off underneath there. If you're up actually working on stuff, they have it roped off down below you so that if you do drop something,
you
won't hit anybody.
Yeah, you're in a facility, absolutely, yeah.
You're an iron worker.
I work in the office and I have to take all the
that's all because of OSHA and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, back in the day when we used to frame houses, dude, I was running the peak, unhooking the crane. I never had to be tied off. Never once. But nowadays,
no.
if you're more
nowadays, you better.
If you're more
weird because in the Canada plants, you have to be tied off if you're over 4 feet off the ground. But down here in the U.S., it's 11?
6.
I don't remember.
Well, depending.
I passed the test.
Because I've worked at Intel. I've worked at some of the Intel sites, and they are very strict on the OSHA. So anything over 6 foot, you got to be tied off. I mean, we were allowed to stand on a 6 foot ladder and undo bolts.
Yeah.
To uncrate. Machines and stuff.
I like Navy because he's very articulate. He has a repertoire that kind of smokes everybody here.
Oh, I don't think so.
Whatever.
I can't find your channel.
Dude, man, I got rode up. I was on the 3rd floor out in Oregon. I was in Salem, Oregon. I was building elementary school. I was doing all the elevator shafts for it. It's for the handicap facility so they can have access. And this is outside of Salem, Oregon. And I got rode up. I was on the 3rd floor. I was about 20 feet from the edge, and we already had the decking down to pour our concrete after the rebar was already placed in. And wrote me up because there was no fencing around the sides, but I was over 20 feet away from the edge welding. I was welding fish plates on, and I still got my ass rode up because I wasn't hooked up to anything. I'm like, well, if you fall, I'm like, where am I going to fall? I mean, I'm 20 feet from the edge, is flat. But yeah, they wrote my ass up. Some states are really freaking weird.
And some companies, and it's not just the state. Sometimes it's the company. Like I said, Intel, they're fucking anal about their security. Whereas you go to if you're building a home, then I mean, dude, I used to work on jobs where even with the roof up, you didn't have to wear a hard hat.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Usually that was the rule. As soon as all the walls go up and you get the trusses set, everybody has to wear a hard hat, unless you're on the roof. Then you could take it off.
Yeah, if you're above everybody, you could take off your hat. Same with ironwork.
And so, if you drop something, say you're doing a cutoff and the 2x4 cutoff gets away from you, and misses a slide guard. It's like headache.
I threw.
My
Hey,
husband,
you ever have those guys look up when you yell headache? I've had it a
Only
bunch
the
of
green-
times.
Only the
Heads
newbies.
up.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll
like,
tell you.
they look right up.
dude, I could be inside the house with the sheeting over my head. I'd hear headache, and I would still be like this.
Mhm.
You know, like
I have a fun story.
I learned when somebody yells heads up, I like duck. I'm like putting my hands over my head. I don't even look
Yeah.
up. I put my hands
Nope.
over my head.
like oh, shit.
And sometimes something will go smack down right next to you. You're like, shit. Hey, I threw, if you guys remember the old hex crimpers, the tool you use for making cable fittings, I threw a pair of them through a Jaguar's windshield one time and got away with it. The guy got a ticket afterwards. He thought he was going to be in the right. I had the alley blocked off with cones and everything because I had my ladder out there. And he tried driving around the cones and driving under my ladder. And there's a big rope hanging off of it. And his mirror is getting caught up on the rope as he's pulling under there. And I threw my crimpers right through his windshield. And he slammed on the brakes and got out cussing at me. And I'm like, dude, do you see your rope? And, oh, well, I wouldn't have caught up on that rope if you wouldn't have threw the crimpers through my windshield and stuff there. And I'm calling the police. And I'm like, go ahead, man. Go for it. And he, much to his surprise, he got a ticket for driving through the cones. I forget what they called it and stuff there. And yeah, so I imagine his insurance probably wasn't going to cover that shit either. They're going to be like, hell no.
Dude, I've thrown sledgehammer through crane operators' windows before. They'd be swinging in a bar joist, and I'm waving them off because I'm the only guy up on the steel, and they're swinging this without a tagline. Yeah, I've thrown a 6-pound beater right through that windshield.
Sometimes you got to do what you can to watch your own
Sometimes
ass.
they ain't, you're sitting there flagging them, and they're just still swinging that sucker in, and you're up on that column. You have nowhere to go. Oh, crap. Either jump off or grab on and hold on for dear life. Yeah,
Get their
throw
attention.
something.
Yeah, get their attention.
Yep.
all right, guys, I'm heading to bed.
Yeah, I got to boogie up myself, guys.
I've been up a long time.
All right.
We're gonna go deliver pizzas tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
Maybe you'll get better tips.
What's the number? You're the cutest pizza delivery girl I've ever seen.
You're probably out of our delivery area.
Well, I pay extra for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So
Wait a second. What am I, chump change? Jeez, come on now.
hey, what's up?
We're getting in trouble now.
You can't bother me. I mean,
I hadn't seen you before, but you're lovely, and thank you for coming over here.
it was nice to meet y'all.
Phoenix. I'm a hottie. Yeah.
And
I'm
Billy,
just
I couldn't
hot,
find
man.
your channel.
Woo! Better put
to
a
link
fan
it
on
over
me.
here.
You can, I can't. I'm retarded, so it's really hard to be smart when you're retarded like I am. I don't have a channel, but I have a whole bunch of like, I think I have like, Dangerous is gonna laugh at me. I probably got like 34 or 33 or 35 subscribers. I would like to bump it up because I can make videos and stuff. I had a cow lick my armpit yesterday. That's pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, I can make videos and stuff.
You could turn that into like a meme video.
Or a
That might
challenge.
actually go viral.
It could be
It
a
could.
new challenge.
Cow licking your armpit. Yeah, it could.
That actually
cow
might go
lick my
viral
armpit.
on YouTube.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about it, but I'm sure I could. I mean, I do some cool stuff.
If you shaped it into looking like Jesus, you know how much that would kick on in popularity.
God.
Well, I'm not out to I'm not out to appease the Catholic. Don't even get me started on that shit, dude, because that's not fair. I'll smoke everyone.
Hey, what's up, Cashew? There you are.
Anyways, it was nice to see you. If you link your thing on here, I'll subscribe to you.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
you're cute.
I'm the one
I like
over in the
you.
chat that says Christy Jennings, Rebar Jinkies. That's me.
What does that mean?
All right. Well, if I
Rebar
can go back, if Danger doesn't, sometimes I get on these live streams, and if I don't get right on it, then they delete the comments and stuff, and I can't get back and get the links.
I'll put it over there real quick.
All right, that'll work. Then I'll go back and get it, and then I'll be one of your subscribers, and
Yay!
it'll be all good. Because I like subscribers.
So, Rebar Jinkies. I think rebar is like some of the coolest shit ever invented. Because it just kind of holds not the world,
so
but
what's your position on when they cut the rebar and epoxy? What's your position on epoxy coated rebar?
I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen like knobs made out of rebar and
You're
stuff.
supposed to be wait a minute. You just said that you were the rebar queen.
No, I said I think it's really cool. Like they were working on our parking lot at work the other day and had part of it dug up and we're laying all the rebar, and I'm like taking pictures of it because it's cool.
Oh, you're not doing the little tie wire things and putting it down. What the? You're false advertising.
Not really. I just think rebar's cool. I keep like
when we were
10
kids,
foot
we had
pieces of rebar in my car.
Yeah, rebar is cool. When we were kids, we had the coolest fort made out of rebar.
Check this out. This knife is made out of rebar.
Love it. Love it.
Really?
Oh man.
That's
Making
not too bad, dude. That looks like a
drool.
pretty good fishing knife right there.
I don't know. My brother made it for me.
That's awesome. If I had like something that could heat it up enough and something to like hammer it on, I'd try to make my own, but I don't have all that.
Oh, dude, he's got his own forge and everything.
Well, you're a really cool chick, and if you throw your link up, I will subscribe to. If you have a channel, I don't care if you don't. I'll definitely.
Yeah, I put it over there. So,
all right.
and the Jinkies is like a lot of people would call us Jenkins instead of Jennings, and it kind of became Jinkies, just kind of like laughing, like somebody my husband worked with called them Jinkies, and I dressed up like Indiana Jones for Halloween one year, and they were calling me Indiana Jinkies instead of Indiana Jones, and then that just kind of morphed into Rebar Jinkies with my buddies.
Right on.
So it's not really a super exciting story, but that's how it happened.
That's all right. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Hey, Christy, my last name is Jenkins.
Do what now?
My last name is Jenkins.
Oh, Navy
Is it?
comes. Navy
Well, you
comes
can
back.
be a Jinkies too.
Yep, we've got called that, and then the Jennings, and then my nickname in the Navy was Jinx. You know.
I have to. I don't want to brag. I'm going to tell you this though. The guy that played that character in those movies is my neighbor. He lives like literally 4 miles away from me.
Harrison Ford?
That's right.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. We
I
have
know. That's why I kind of wanted to say it, but I didn't really want to say it.
Well, I know who you're talking about. Our claim to fame is Jim Neighbors. Gomer Pyle.
That's Pennsylvania, isn't it?
No, Gomer Pyle's from here. My husband's
Jim
granny went to
Neighbors.
school with him.
Who am I? I'm confusing that with
George
what's
Lindsay?
his name?
Goober. Goober?
No, I'm confusing it with
Don Knotts.
No, I'm confusing it with Sesame or gosh, I sound so retarded right now. I'm so sorry. The guy that had happy little, he had the little trains and what the hell was that little
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Fred Rogers. Gosh.
Mr. Rogers, yeah.
And
What a
also,
fuck,
Flo
I'm getting
Kiss My
old.
Grits
A
is from
wonderful
here.
day in the neighborhood.
I saw her in Walmart one day, but
Yeah,
I didn't see her.
I used to live by him. Gosh, he's been dead for years though. Fred
I couldn't
Rogers.
stand most of Mr. Rogers except for the how it was made type thing, where they'd go to the factories and they showed
Yeah.
how shit was being made. That was a cool part of
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
The crayon episode was the best.
The crayon
Virginia.
episode?
Yeah,
The
crayon.
little,
Virginia's kicking ass. The crayon episode?
Fuck
What the
yeah.
hell is it?
the
I'm gonna have to
puppets
look
were
that up
creepy.
now. Gosh.
Okay.
Right on. You guys
Good
rock.
night, my lovelies.
Good night,
Yep.
Christy.
See you
Good
later.
night, Virginia. Hello and goodbye.
Hello and goodbye.
I got a
You guys-
dog whining
you-
right here that needs to go out.
Somebody's cutting up.
I
Who's
will
cutting up?
maybe
So you're
Look,
gonna
y'all
drop a
tomorrow
link and
night.
I'll subscribe.
depends on.
All right.
I'll probably crash tomorrow night though.
Maybe Zach's screwing it all up. He's probably the mastermind behind all this freaking buffering.
Are you out of
I
here,
don't know,
Zach?
man. I'm getting
Hi,
ready.
Zach.
I'm
Oh,
getting ready to pass the fuck out too.
My buddy.
I'm from the same neighborhood as Yoda.
The Dagobah Swamp.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Gotta
Yeah,
try
see
to
you
figure
later.
out how do I get out of here? Bye.
All right, good night, Christy.
Night, Ron. I love you.
Love you too. I almost didn't recognize her. She had makeup on for a change. I was like, holy shit. She hardly ever wears makeup.
Who is that?
Christy.
Who are you talking about?
Christy. She hardly ever wears
Good.
makeup. She's pretty
Who
enough.
fucking
She doesn't have to
right.
wear it. That's why when I saw her, I was
Right?
like, holy shit. Christy's got makeup on.
Yeah,
Wow.
here's that check. I guess I haven't been around in a while. Gosh.
No, yeah, it's just you're too drunk to remember.
No, I remember her. I remember Virginia. That's my girlfriend right there.
Whatever.
I don't look at other girls, see?
Sure.
I think.
I'm in my place.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, how was everyone's day? Shit, I know how to clear a room,
Better
huh?
be quiet. Shit's going on, man.
Nah, the day has been
Hey.
it's been a day.
Right.
I seen some crap in the news. Did you see anything in the news that was kind of extraordinary or?
Well, I watch Arizona news because I don't give a fuck about Michigan or New York or California. I mean, not really. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't give a shit. It's just they don't impact my life. So
Well-
I keep my eye on what's happening in Arizona, and Arizona is basically telling these Democrats, "We're tired of your shit. We're gonna get rid of y'all." So
Huh.
But you know, dude, like what happens in these other states is kind of like what's coming down the pipe for everyone else. You know,
they're gonna try and push it, but you know what? I don't think it's gonna work
I
because
don't think we're gonna have it, dude. I don't think we're gonna put up with that shit at all.
but I said that for the last 20 things. You know, I mean, we just keep bending over and fucking taking it. So
hey,
I-
survival living, no problem, brother. Yeah, we're only gonna go on for about another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut out too. I mean, you know, there's no point in doing a fucking 5, 6, 18-hour stream. That's why I've got my buddy Guardsman over there. You know, it's like when I cut
Yeah,
out.
134. We're gonna probably flip over to his. He's pretty cool, dude. I like that guy a lot.
Blaine? Oh yeah, yeah. I like him too.
He's fucking straight up fucking badass, pretty much.
I like to
Hey.
hang out. Queen.
I am very excited because I lost a magazine from my Colt rifle in my uncle's car, and we uncovered it today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that increased the value of my rifle like $250 just to have the original magazine back. I'm just ecstatic. I can't believe it.
What is it? A 20 rounder?
No, it's a 30 rounder. It's a factory 30, dude. It's metal. It's not even plastic. I'm like, and it's a different color. It's a weird color. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we found it. I thought we went to the range, and I wear these, they're not tactical pants or anything, but they got a side pocket, and I always shove a magazine in my side pocket. And I thought maybe when I got out of the car to shut the gate, I kicked it out of my pants or something. Dude, I'm like, dude, that's the biggest thing that happened to me today. Wow. You have no idea how freaking happy I am about this stupid ass magazine thing. Gosh. I'm just an American boy, just trying to get by.
He was an American boy.
Yeah.
Well, should be girl, but I hear you, Billy. That shit is sweet, man.
Yeah, I'm so happy. That's like the biggest thing that happened in my life today, and I'm like, how pathetic is that,
Because you didn't have any raw spinach.
Have any what? I was still full of green tips too. Completely full of green tips. I'm like, fucking bonus.
Oh, Zach.
Oh, Zach will like that. Zach, he's a... and Zach would love it. I wanted to send it up to Zach, but they'd probably arrest me at the border. Fuckers.
Bug out, are you twirling your hair, or is that a piece of your hat?
No, it's my hair.
I love that.
I do that sometimes when I'm not thinking about it. I just do it. Oh.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you were out for a while. I thought you hated me, Virginia. I was all like pussy bent and shit. I thought I was like disturbed and shit. I'm like, gosh, she hasn't talked to me in like 2 days, and gosh, and then I was like, should I start dumping these channels and stuff that she's on, because I must have said something bad and all this crap, and
Nah.
then you come back, you're like, oh, I was just out of town. I'm like, fuck, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, well, I did tell you. You actually know where I went in your subconscious, but I'm going to let you suffer with that knowledge. You can let me know tomorrow if you remembered. But I did go out of town, and it was a little bit of a drive each way, so I kind of went to bed early a couple of days this week because it was long and hot.
I've actually been I actually got a job. That's pretty strange. I got a job on a farm. So, like, I can't just do my own BS. I have to do somebody else's BS.
Right.
So that might have something to do with it too.
I worked on a horse farm I worked on a horse farm for about a year, and I tell you what, that was like the coolest job I ever had.
This is a cool job, but gosh, I'm so beat up, dude. I don't even know. Wrestling with a fence one day, and then digging a trench for a hog pen another. It's a friend of mine. He has a homestead, and I'm telling him, like, he should just put it online. I mean, like, he should just video everything that we do over there, because he could do like a Browser Homestead or Stony Farm, like Homestead, or, you know, some of these little bit bigger channels, and maybe get some revenue off of the U-boob. And it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, gosh, chickens and goats and sheep and cows, and gosh, I've only been over there for like a week. He's like, oh, I need some help because so and so, he's out of town or whatever, and I'm like, I'm just totally falling in love with all these animals. And I had a cow
for you to start singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
Dude, it's so cool. But man, the work is just so hard. It's just incredible. I slept for like, I don't know, 17 hours yesterday or some shit. It's just incredible. It's incredible. That's fucking incredible. You got all kinds of ducks and chickens and fucking this and that, and there's this turkey that just loves me. She comes up, she wants me to pet her head and her breast, and I get up under her wings, and fuck, it's incredible. I love it. But it's way out of my line of work. It's hot. Fuck.
Well, it's always good to learn something, though. So I say if you go in with an open mind and trying to learn how to better yourself and gain some skills, that's, fuck the heat. You'll be all right. Man up.
I don't know. I go in there with my 308 and put that cow down and start bagging that bitch up in some paper and plastic. I'll be all right.
Yeah, well, do it legit.
I am doing it legit, and it's hard fucking work. I'm telling you, man. Fuck. Can't believe it. It's kicking my ass for, there's no doubt. I've never worked so hard. And I'm trying to remember.
It was cool, the horse camp we worked at, because all they had was horse we had to take care of, and 120 of them or something like that. And they had 650 acres. And after digging fence posts and repairing fence and shoveling manure all day, we'd get to go riding for free every night. And that was the coolest part of it, because they had so much land to go riding on.
I kind of played that game when I was in my 20s, and the problem that I had is I really didn't like riding the damn horses. So I'd do all the fencing and feeding and
if you're just like by yourself or with one other person and you're on a horse, the horse will mask your scent, and you'll see wildlife that you normally wouldn't see if you're going slow on the trails. You'll walk right up on deer when you're on a horse.
You're going to keep fucking yourself up. I have to fucking come over here and try and repair your ass. Dead eye closed.
Well, my first job on the horse ranch was there was this is going back a ways. I worked on a horse ranch for a whole summer, I guess. I don't know if that's a while or not, but there was a dead horse in the pond, and we had to drag that damn thing out. So I had to go into the pond, lasso the thing up around its hind ankles, and we dragged it up to the we had a this is the Elk Track Ranch. You could actually look all this shit up on the internet. We dragged it out with a Jeep. I think a Jeep. It had a winch on the front of it, whatever the truck we used. No, it wasn't a Jeep, it was a Chevy. Anyways, we dragged it up to the dump. That's what we called it, was the dump. This is the Elk Track Ranch. This is in the North Fork of the Gros Ventre in Wyoming. Like I said, you could look it up, you could satellite it. Dragged it all the way up to and the bears ate that horse in like, gosh, I don't even think it took them 3 days. They had it, nothing was left of that horse at all. Then we had this one horse that had a broken damn leg. It was a colt. Gosh, I could tell you stories about working on a horse ranch. This isn't a horse ranch though that I'm working on now. It's cows and sheep and goats and ducks and not mergansers. What's I don't even know what the other bird is. And then there's geese and turkeys and gosh, it's just such a blast. I'll tell you what, it's so fun. They all come up to me and want petted and shit. It's just crazy. Unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. All the animals are so nice. They just want to come up and be petted, and it's crazy.
We're going to start calling you Billy McDonald from now on.
No shit, right? If I keep talking about it, maybe. It's literally incredible it's literally incredible how all the animals get along with each other. The guy that owns the farm he stops, like, gives all these animals so much love. It's crazy. I can't believe it. It's insane. And I'm like, we should be filming this shit and putting it on YouTube. You could make like probably way more money on YouTube for. I mean, really, maybe not. I know that probably like a farm setup like that would probably only get like 30,000 subscribers, maybe. But gosh, the way he treats his animals, and it's phenomenal, man. Dude is he's a good dude, and his animals are just so friendly, and it's like a fucking petting zoo almost. It's crazy. It's hard fucking work though. I'm just saying, so I'm helping him out, and he's helping me out. I guess it's a trade, so. Very intriguing.
I'm sure you're doing a great job, Billy, and knowing how much you enjoy food and the gardening stuff that we got.
It literally is. It's farm to table. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Exactly, farm to table. Exactly.
I'm a whore when it comes to food. I'm very, very anal about all that stuff. When I cook meals, girls take their clothes off. Y'all can laugh about that, but that's a true story.
I'm an excellent cook. I don't know that you could really impress me, but
You'll take your clothes off if I cooked for you.
Okay.
I haven't met one that hadn't.
You probably haven't met someone that can cook like I can either.
You could be right, and I could be wrong.
No assumptions, sir.
No assumptions at all.
That's right. Dangerous, are you awake?
I am getting ready to head out though.
Okay.
All right, where are we gonna go?
Blaine is
Zach, where are we gonna go? Are we gonna go over to see if
Zach will
Guardsman's up?
Yeah, Zach will come.
I got a couple more hours in me.
Yeah.
Zach, you badass. What are you doing, dude?
I may or may not pop over
All
there.
night. You haven't said a fucking damn thing yet.
Freaking dude. Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck you. That's right.
It'd be cool if you did say hi, Ron. Then you can leave more freely.
Nah,
You know, like if you're tired.
Dead why? Got that motherfucker. God, I can't believe it. All this fucking wind and shit, man. I got a bunch of flies coming in. So I might spend half the night killing flies.
Oh no.
If you get
fucking hate flies.
an itch, then come on over. Shit.
Yeah.
I wanna thank everybody for coming out, hanging out with us. Survival Living, very cool of you. everybody else. Hey man, I do this every night. I can't do it 13 hours every fucking day. I don't have that in me anymore. I guess I expended myself too much.
You do it all right, man.
But you know, I always give it at least a couple hours. So
That's all we need.
if
We
you
just
want to
need
go
our
over and
fit.
follow Guardsman Non, aka Blaine, yeah, he usually keeps the party going after I get off of here. Because, like, seriously, my eyelids are starting to get heavy.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, let's go crash.
Yeah.
134.
Rip Curl, if you go up to the link that Johnny Angel put in, Guardsman, that's Blaine, and we're all going to go hang out over there. Anyone else, also go up to that link. As I said, Johnny Angel. Yep. And we'll all go hang out. So see y'all over there.
All right, bye, guys. Thank you so much tonight.
All right, love y'all. Zach, take care. Navy vet.
Thank you, Dangerous.
Billy, you have a good night.
Thanks for letting me up, man. I appreciate
good
it.
night, everyone.
All right, peace.
Later.